I love doing a victory yell. All right, hey, let's not waste any time with this. Paulie, my boy Paulie from Jersey. We've not heard from him in a long time. He's been working hard, and he took off pretty much last season and already this part of the season. He guessed right. Paulie made the prediction of 27-17. He shares victory honors of making the right call with the rare 49 hits. And also Luis Espinoza. And Luis had, my God, 27-17 with 3 sacks. We had 3 sacks. He had to score and everything. Luis, you 3 are the prophets of the game. Congratulations. This must be a time, so we got to get a sponsor involved in this, and if you prick, you got to get a winning prize. Bam, I got to tell you right now. Oh, wait, I got some noise I got to get rid of first here. Hold on a second here. I know what you're thinking. Somebody said, Ronbo, man, dude, we living by the hood. Actually, there's a facility down the road where people go when they've been like a Kansas City Chief fan. They're when you're hurt. Anyway, fam, hey, you know what? As I said, I got a bunch of questions here I want to ask. I just want to throw out there before we answer the phones. In the aftermath of the regular season dress rehearsal game of 49ers versus Chiefs, as you do know, we're going to rehash the contest and give out some grades. What did you make of the Jimmy Garoppolo effort tonight? Are there any more questions or concerns? I've tweeted Zach, boy, Zach, you put out that BS article just about the right time, didn't you? Why did you put that article out last year sometime? So Zach, he ain't said nothing yet, but everybody's working his butt. Are there still concerns? Is the question. How about that offensive line? Did anybody see Joshua Garnett tonight? Because I just realized, did he play? Also, did Kyle design a game plan that made more sense this week? Also, how about them hot boys? Were you impressed? I thought, man, Quan Alexander's going to be, we got something there. Quan was all over the place, man. Him and Fred were cleaning up. And how about Jimmie Ward's first game back in action for the 2019 season? You knew I was going to ask you about that. Oh, God, I love this stuff. And one of the hottest topics of the evening is this. A melee broke out almost in the chat. Daniel Andre believes that Jordan Matthews is a lock. Russo and others, I'm not going to take any side just yet. I'm going to wait because I feel like this is overcommitment. I want KB to make this team, but Jordan Matthews, why did he not only play? Well, you know what? He was our leading receiver tonight, but I guess he did it in a couple of plays. Is Jordan Matthews a lock on this team? And if not, who is the sixth man to be added to this roster, fam? I still don't know. Richie James looked good tonight. He looked good last week. Heck, if I was going to say anything, honestly, who earned it more than anybody probably between all 3 of those guys? If I tell the truth, it may be Richie James. So, and David Landrum, there you go. Haters are quiet tonight. Get up off of Jimmy G. You should have seen it coming. We was trying to tell you. Boy, ain't suck. It is not sorry either. All right. Hey, and Dave, thanks for the contribution, David. All right. So what I'm going to do is, tell you what, I guess we're going to get right on this. We're ready now. All right. And the Rev's been waiting, boy. The Rev's coming in ready. Rev. All right, Rev. Hey, come on in, Rev.
Woo, boy.
It's Sunday, Rev. Rev, remember, it's late and a lot of people want to get in. Rev, keep it down to 5 minutes, but we definitely want to hear it.
Let me go ahead and get it out right now. Shout out to my family, Red and Gold. I felt y'all energy repping that beautiful Red and Gold 24/7, 365 Ronbo week. Thank you so much for giving us this platform. And if y'all don't believe the Rev, if you tune in on YouTube to the cast we did last night, roughly about 47 minutes, 54 seconds, you will hear me say
Proof.
27-17. At first, I said 24-17. Then I said, nah, 27-17, Robbie Gold game. I called it. Can I get a boom shakalaka? Shake the shoulders.
And not only that, a boom shakalaka. And hey, man, good call, Rev.
I just want to say this about this game tonight. It felt good. The energy was there. And all you Jimmy G haters, y'all, I'm going to call you out. Y'all talked all that BS about, Jimmy, blah, 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 blah. He looked horrible. Kyle knew what he was doing. Just give him a couple plays, get him in rhythm. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Get his feet wet and get him out there. We will be fine, family. Trust me when I tell you, when Jimmy G led that drive, it looked beautiful. He put up a floater. And Matt Breda went to go get it for that touchdown. Boy, let me tell you. Hey, and on top of that, Richie James is a definite lock for 53.
I'm telling you.
I'm throwing it out there.
Man.
Definite lock. He contributes so much. Shout out to the defense. Once again, just they were disrupting. Like them hot boys. Woo, 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 boy.
Woo!
Pain and punishment. 54 and 56 is pain and punishment. Look, I'm getting flashbacks. They looking like 52 and 53.
Oh!
I said
Travis
it.
Kelce
Said it. Pain and punishment.
But, hey, Rev, did you see Travis Kelce tonight? I'm trying to figure. Did he make any plays?
Yeah. This game, I'm more focused on seeing how they played as a collective, as a unit, and they came out and they showed it. Yeah, Kansas City came out the gate firing, up-tempo offense. That's cool. But I like how we closed it out. We closed that game out. We closed them out. We shut them out in the fourth quarter with nothing. That's what I want to see. That is the 49er football. We play like this. The way we played tonight, if we play like that this season, it's going to be problems. It's going to be problems. But, hey, I understand it's preseason, but I'm so hyped because we're playing so damn good.
Football, yes.
And you see that energy. You see that camaraderie. You see that intensity. Like, we're not afraid. Family, we're not afraid. We are not afraid. Tampa Bay, your ass is grass, and we are the lawnmower come week one. That's how we do it. Rob, I ain't going to hold you up because I know these lines are blowing up. Family, I hear y'all. I feel your spirit. I feel your energy. We got that dub. We came in. We handled business, and that's what it's about. We are 49er faithful. Ronbo, thank you. We love you, and y'all know how I do this. In order to beat a man, you got to beat the man. And come Sunday, that Book of Champions, I got a good one for you, family. I holler at y'all. Y'all be safe. Y'all be cool. Sit back, relax. You got that dub because we 49er faithful, and it's all love. That's how we do that right now. That's how we do it. Enjoy this W. Enjoy this victory, family, because we earned it. We earned this victory tonight. We showed up, and that's what we're going to do come week one. Ronbo, I thank you. I love you, my brother. Y'all be safe. Y'all be cool. It's on Book of Champions Sunday. Holler at your boy. All right. Peace.
Rev, you can't leave. You got where's my nature boy at?
I'm sorry. Hold on. Wait. Whoa!
Fam, looking forward to Book of Champions tomorrow. Have a great night, fam.
No doubt. Peace out.
Oh, man. It's so much fun, man. I tell you. Even if you don't consider the whole game, people say, "Oh man, y'all ain't did nothing, man." As a close out with them scrub. Listen, that first half that was competitive. Stay with them game. I'm liking the 49ers. Hey, let me go to Chicago. Hey, Big Sean.
What's up, baby? How we doing?
Oh, Sean, man. All I could think about going to this game, boy, Jimmy, please don't look like you did last week. Well, he didn't. I'm delighted. That's all I wanted to know. Even if we'd have lost this game today, I don't even care. Just bring Jimmy back, wherever you had him. Oh, man. Touch, timing, tight window a couple times. He started getting loose and jiggy with it at one point. I said, okay, see, that's it. His confidence is back. But, Sean, What are your thoughts on all this stuff, man?
Well, I'm proud of Jimmy. You know, the way he bounced back, and you know, he went against a ferocious Denver team last week. You know, and they was coming off the edges, and they was doing the do. So I wanted to see what they would do against this Chiefs line, and Jimmy went out there and he bounced back. You know, he wasn't the Jimmy G that we're used to seeing, but he's showing us that, hey, I'm still here. Don't worry about it. We're gonna be okay. But two players I got to give a shout out to. One, Richie James.
Oh
my man, Rick.
That's 2 weeks in a row.
When he makes his 53, and I called it. Okay, I called it that he was gonna make this 53, and I caught a little bit of heat for it. And
John never forgets.
Hey, I don't forget nothing. And when he makes his 53, I'm calling some people out. You heard me? I'm calling some people out when he makes his 53. So I'm gonna sit back right now because the 53 ain't official. But when that 53 is official, I'm calling some people out, and you know who you are. I'm calling some people out, and you know who you are. You don't you worry about it. But and Jeff Wilson,
ain't he?
Jeff Wilson. Man, the depth chart. This goes to show that look, and even I was one of them. We sat back and what is Lynch doing? But now we're starting to see this depth come together, and now it's to the point where it's like, oh my God. It's to the point where we're getting ready to really lose some players.
Good.
We really, and we're gonna be playing against some of these guys who are fighting for a roster spot right now in the future. We're gonna be playing against some of these guys,
I know.
And it's just that's just the way that it is. And Mullins, man, you had Jordan Matthews, bro. I mean, you had him
wide open.
He
missed it.
You from one angle when they showed it, I was like, man, Jordan, you could have laid out for that. And then they showed another angle. I was like, well, that's just out of his reach. But man, Jordan Matthews, man, he would have took that to the house, baby. I mean, you can't. Yeah, you got to hit those, Mullins. You got to hit those. You know what I mean?
He hit the ground. He could have got up and ran. He had plenty of time. Like you said, there was all kind of green grass. It looked like a golf course. I couldn't see nobody but him. Man.
Yeah. And of course, Witherspoon, man. Witherspoon, come on now.
I'm done.
Come on, Witherspoon.
I'm done, Sean. Anybody? By the way, Sean mentions Witherspoon. Yeah. I'm off. My agency called him and informed him today we will no longer represent him.
I want you guys. Whoever. I don't mean to cut you off, but Go Hard. He's the guy. He's the one who goes back and plays the tapes, right? Isn't that Go Hard?
Yeah.
Be pulling up the tapes. Yeah. Go Hard. Do me a favor. Go back to the season where we played the Colts in Indianapolis. I was at that game when I called in and listened to what the fuck I said about Witherspoon. Okay, play that tape back. I called that shit too. I called a lot of. The only one that I was wrong about thus far is C.J. Beathard. I called a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I was wrong about was C.J. Beathard. But man, I'm gonna jump up off here. I'm glad that we going. I can't remember when's the last time we were 3-0. This far, looking like we might go 4-0 in the preseason. I just hope we just keep it going, man. I really do. But Richie James, I'm so proud of you. When you make that 53, I'm gonna call out some people for you, Richie. I'm gonna call out some people for you, Richie. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, Sean, we got till next Saturday, boy. It's gonna be a service up in there, boy. It's gonna be a lot of hollering tomorrow or next Saturday. All right, Phil.
But you know me, I'm the king of controversy. I'm gonna have some people mad as a motherfucker next week. I'm the reason why they came up with rules on this show. Over and out.
All right, Sean. Have a good night.
All right, buddy.
Oh,
yes, sir.
All right, fam. And see, the thing is, boy, everybody, I had to at one point. I said, boy, Richie can't make this team. I didn't go on and on because he kept looking better and better. But man, I tell you. Hey, Jason.
Peace, Ronbo, man.
Hey, Jason.
What's up, brother?
Hey, fam.
Glad to hear you in your cherry mood. You know.
3-0. I don't be dropping out that hole. You know, even when we lose, I'm still trying to feel good about it because it's painful to get dreary in them situations. It makes it worse. But, you know,
Yo, I'm
I was just,
excited though.
yes, Jimmy's coming back slowly. He wasn't as crisp and sharp as Jimmy can be, but first, baby steps. And then was, hey, Jason, and then was baby steps. He looked as smooth as more quarterbacks in the league than you could count, but that wasn't vintage G. That was just efficient G. Wait till G gets a few more reps in. Ain't nobody gonna be able to do nothing with it. Got 200 yards in the first half, and he was out there feeling his way around. Yeah!
Yeah, he looked good. I'm glad to say he's looking good. He's coming along, and that's with us. That's with the offensive line still not all the way intact, and
so
things
tired
like
of
that. You know,
Joe Staley
still without. Yeah,
I don't know what's
but
going on. I'm worried about
I like what I see, man. Our defensive line was after it. Number 78 might fuck around and make the 53.
78.
Whoever I've been number 78.
Is that
on the
Devontae?
D-line. I can't. Number
Is that Moore?
78. Moore is number 92.
Is
The number 90 is Boyle. Boyle was looking good.
I was getting ready to say, that's the Polynesian monster. That's Jeremiah Fala Aga. I've been hot on him since he first arrived.
The 53. If he doesn't make the 53, I'm gonna be highly upset if we let him walk. I understand we got Bosa. I understand we got D Ford, but in rotation, he can start somewhere now.
He can stop the run,
You see the
and
length,
he comes off that
he has
edge.
He has range. He has the first step. If you watch back on the film, when the ball is snapped, he's already past the D-line. I mean, the offensive lineman most times.
Tell you, Jason, here's the thing.
Like what
He
I'm
came
saying.
over because of Chris Kasurik. I don't know how he got unemployed, but he was with Detroit when Chris was over there. Chris called him up, I guess, and got him over here. We signed him.
Bring this animal here.
I hope he makes. I love the way he plays. You know, he leads the team in sacks for this preseason.
He passes the eye test. So the numbers, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's always good to have numbers to support what you're doing. But just the eye test, seeing him get off the ball. And Jordan Matthews is a lock from what I see. Richie James has just improved his stock. His only problem, Ronbo, to me, was his inconsistency with dropping passes. If he can continue this, he's looking like Odell Beckham out there. I thought Pettis was going to be the guy, but you know what? It's not saying, Pettis just might need some time to develop more. Richie James is ready right now.
Ain't he?
He's ready today.
He's a hustler. You know, he comes from a neighborhood where ain't nobody gonna give you nothing, that attitude. Richie's out there hustling. Because I found out where he's from. I read it. Some of the guys told me from that area to live where, called in. Said, yeah, Richie James in that neighborhood where, man, he's lucky to get out. And now he's doing all this. That mentality can drive you in life. And Richie, well, that might be it. That boy has been working hard. If he gets cut, it's a shame.
I don't think he's getting cut. I mean, Hurd, he still got Taylor's going to be probably on the IR. Trent Taylor.
Yeah, because that's
most likely.
You got to keep. If no other reason, you got to keep Richie for that. Because you don't know what
we're
Taylor's
going to need
like.
7. We're probably going to need 7 wideouts.
I know, right? Everybody's saying that.
I think so. Jeffrey Wilson Jr. Is it?
Yeah.
Or is it the third? Junior.
He's junior.
he keeps on doing it.
I know.
Junie Bird keeps on doing it. We don't have any thunder, just know we need some thunder back there. Breeder's a mix of thunder and lightning, but
ain't he something?
Everybody, Breeder's a special kind of guy.
And you can't put Jeffrey Wilson on the practice squad, Jason, because if you do, people have seen him.
They're snatching it.
Yeah.
They're snatching him.
You cannot put Valaga. Valaga you can put Kevin Givens, but that would be risky too, because Givens. Jason, what do you think about Kevin Givens, man? He didn't get crazy tonight, though.
Wait, who's that?
60. the defensive lineman. That takes you see two
Givens.
people on him at all times, and he was pushing them.
Givens?
Yeah.
I got to check him out. I never heard of this guy. And that's weird.
6D. Watch
I'll go
it.
check him out when I watch it back.
He creates some serious violence. Oh, that dude is big and bad.
They play great together, though. That second unit together, I like how they play together, too. Like, you see group sacks. You see group tackles. You know what I'm saying? They swarm to the ball, and then this guy, Boyle, he's a big-ass. He's just clogging up space up in the middle. I've seen him double team.
I think he's the one who's tied with Valaaga for sacks. 2.5. Jason, we gotta go tonight because it's so late, as you know, our niece. But let me.
All right, I ain't going nowhere. I'm still listening to what's going on, Ronbo. It's just my time. So you have a great night.
Yeah.
Do what you do. 49ers, let's get it.
Thanks, fam. Looking for you tomorrow too.
Peace.
All right. Night,
All right,
Jason.
man. Yep. Peace.
And we roll on back to the West Coast, Cali. 951. Hello. Hello.
Yo, hello. What's good, Ronbo?
Yeah. Who's this?
It's Silvio, man. Silvio is him.
Hey, Silvio. He talked to you a long time.
Hey.
I remember you from a while back. This is a different phone or something. Silvio.
Yeah,
Tonight.
what's up, man? Rombo, man. It's good to hear you on tonight, man. Talk about this great win. This stumping stone that Jimmy Garoppolo stepped over from last week's game. You know, Jeff Wilson showing out like he did last year.
Yep.
I like what's going on, man. And K1, I knew he had it in him. I knew he had it in him.
You mean Quan, the hot boy is Quan, right? K1's a Williams. But Quan, man, he was all over the place, man.
Quan. Yeah, he was. And I like that linebacker core. And I was looking for a boy. I was looking for him, Kevin Gibbons. I remember you talking about him last time.
Man. You know what? They must have got the book on him. They double-teamed Kevin Gibbons as soon as snap. They didn't worry about nobody else. They just said, stop Gibbons, boy. I seen him double-team. I mean, that dude was just taking red, Chiefs, rolling back. See, he creates a lot of violence. Other people's getting around, but one-on-one, there may exist
they
no
can't
man.
Hold him.
One man cannot stop Kevin Gibbons.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And also, they made sure they took care of their Patrick Mahomes baby boy. But they sure took him out early because they know for him.
Tyreek?
Nah, Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs. They took him out.
Oh, yeah. In the first. Yeah, he left early, didn't he?
Yeah, because they knew what was happening. They knew Buckner was about to get in there and get after him. Yeah, and that's and it's not even the half of the team that's in there. It's just, people trying to get the jobs. And, I'm just glad, man. I'm glad we got that win in Kansas City. I'm glad that Telvin Coleman looks nice. I'm glad that everything is coming as one.
Mm-hmm. Tell you.
And you know what? For all the people that doubted my man Big Dub, they better watch out. Jimmie Ward, baby. Jimmie Ward, baby.
You see, J-Dub ain't lost a step, boy. Still looking quick. Still getting to get the plays. I'm telling you, man, I love it. They tried to blame that miss by Kwaski T on him. I said, man, that was not Dub. Kwaski T missed that tackle. That's why they got that TD. So.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then also for Big Show, calling him out early, Kendrick Bourne gonna make this team because he showed up tonight.
Man, he made a nice catch.
Yes, he did. And if he wasn't gonna make this team now, then why would we still keep him? Mm-hmm. We have so many wide receivers come a dime a dozen. Mm-hmm. You can get a wide receiver from anywhere. You get a wide receiver. That's why they're replaceable. So why would we keep him if he wasn't good? If he wasn't producing? Yes, there's a lot of people out. There's Kittle that missed a couple passes. Remember when we played the Vikings back in week 1? Yeah. Remember when Jimmy? But that was I wouldn't blame Jimmy. I'll blame them as a group. He could have thrown the ball earlier, but wide receivers come as a dozen. Everybody missed a pass here and there, even the greats.
Yeah.
But
can't catch every last one. You just got to catch them clutch ones, though, and that's the ones. So I I tell you, there's an argument going on, though, between Richie James, who looked great for the last 2 weeks, Jordan Matthews. Some people think he's a lock because of some things Kyle said a few days ago. KB, everybody knows Kyle raised KB. I don't think he's going to want to let him go. See,
I can't. What'd you say, Ronbo?
I don't see him letting KB go, but for that reason. Kyle's everything Kendrick is, Kyle is behind. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't see him getting rid of KB.
Yeah, and also too, all of our wide receivers are on thin ice. Maybe Kyle Shanahan got a good heart, but it's all about making his team champion.
Mm-hmm.
Like your player partner, the Rez and Will and all those guys right there, man. I listen to them, man. I listen to them more than I listen to all these other jokers that be clowning our teams, you know? Because, you know, you got to give them a shot. You know, if they have a bad game, the next game they got to pick it up. If they don't show improvement, they can, you know,
and see,
2 steps out the door.
There it is. That's how it works. Silvio, we're going to go, man, because it's getting late. And tomorrow night, be back a lot earlier. Looking for you, huh?
All right, Ronbo, you have a good one, man.
Thanks, Silvio. Appreciate your fam.
All right.
All right. Have a good night.
All day, man. Love what you do. You too, man. Shout out to the Nighthawk fan club and everybody that's in there, man. And Jersey Joe. I told you KB's going to make this team.
I didn't know Jersey Joe was an anti-KB, man. Let me get on him, too. All right.
Oh, yes, he is. Yes, he is. All right, Ronbo. I'll holler at you, man.
Looking for you, too.
All right.
That's Silvio. Right. And let me go on over here and check out .5 player partner, Will.
Oh. I got a public service announcement.
It must. Is it that cowboy that's been running around there saying things? Go ahead.
All you Jimmy G haters.
Oh yeah, and them two first.
Kiss my asshole and call it sweet.
Oh
man, went 0.0 quarterback rate to
200-yard first half.
188 yards. What was it, 14 for 20?
Mm-hmm. You know, and it should have been better. Russo doesn't think that Dwelly should have made that catch. That one that went through his hands, I think he should have made that catch. Do you know that would have put him over 200 yards? That second catch around the end zone, maybe a little tougher. It was contested, but that one that went through his hands, I was bothered by that. Oh man.
Growing up playing football, coaches always tell you if the ball hits your hands, catch it.
Yes.
So
especially
if it hits your hands, you got to catch it.
Yeah, that's okay. He made up for it. He made a couple of good plays, though. Dwelly, he's okay. But yeah.
Yeah. But Jimmy G back, man. Yeah. You know, Jimmy G had a few little hiccups, but that was nothing but little rust sprinkles here to just get off of him. That's all that was. He back, man.
You see that touch?
Everybody made something out of nothing. Everybody made something out of nothing. Jimmy G out there throwing down buckets in the bucket.
And somebody called it, too. They said, watch on the next play. Because remember the first round, he went out, and everybody, the chatter still started. Oh, man, and then the second round, somebody said, watch, he's going to come back and throw a touchdown. Boom! G comes back and throws that TD. Oh.
Man, I was never worried, bro. I was never worried, Ronbo. Jimmy G back, man. I ain't kidding. Now we got that put in the bottle, capped up, you know, still out to sea. Let's talk about the hot boys. Quan and Fred, man.
Yes.
Man, the top, man. I can't wait to see them week 1, man. Ooh, I can't wait to see them, man. Quan and Fred 1. Oh my God. Hot boys. I'm telling you, man. Hey man, they about to be the next tandem since Bowman and Willis. I'm telling you that right now, man.
And they're going to have a game plan that day. They're going to have a game plan that day. They're going to be out there playing no vanilla defense. Game plan. Look out.
Ronbo, I got something to say. Akello Weatherspoon is trash.
I love the way you paused and made sure it was a separate moment. Hey, if it makes you feel better, Will, I am no longer, the firm of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe no longer represent Mr. Witherspoon, as we have not seen enough improvement to bring our integrity down. So I don't know what's going on with Spoon. He's still letting people beat him deep. Oh, man.
Man, I don't know, man. He garbage, man. I don't like him. And whoever don't like it, Kiss my ass. I don't like him. I don't like him, man. I just don't like him, man. I want Verrett. I want Jason Verrett starting week 1. That's who I want. That's what I want, man. I'm tired of seeing Witherspoon getting first down call on him, man. I'm tired of that. Tired of it. But yeah, man. Defense played good, man. Because last year when we played the Chiefs, the first 3 possessions that Patrick Mahomes went out, they scored on us. Because they put points on us real quick last season. They came out, Patrick Mahomes played about 3-4 series. They only scored 1 touchdown on us. So that defense is right. The defense is good. It's looking good, man. They had a few little mistakes. I don't know how the hell Solomon Thomas had to cover a running back. I don't know how that happened. I don't know what the hell went on that touchdown pass. I mean, I don't know. Quasi Tar should have made that damn tackle.
In the first place. He missed it.
Yeah, because the dude was going to catch the ball anyway.
Yes.
All he had to do was break down the
Take
tackle.
him out of bounds. D.
Man, but he man, I'm telling you, man, he better get together quick. Don't disappoint me again, because he had a good game last week. But yeah, man, Emmanuel Mosley, man, he making the squad.
Yeah.
Richard James making the squad. Bro.
I gotta believe
Richard
that.
James, he was balling tonight, man. I don't see no other way he can be let off this team. Richard James, I really never spoke much about him because he really didn't, show me a lot. But he showed me a lot tonight, man.
Didn't
he looked like he looked like he's dependable. So
he
I
is.
mean, I'm all for Richard James, man.
And he busts butt every time too.
But yeah, man. But in the offensive line, what up, Jersey Joe? The offensive line, man. Offensive line did pretty good. They gave Jimmy G time. So when Jimmy G threw them deep balls, Jimmy G had time.
Just enough.
They gotta get a few things fixed around, but they straight, man.
Yeah.
But overall, man, the vibe in Santa Clara is good, man. The vibe is good. John Lynch, a cow on the sideline smiling, man. That's what you want to see, man. You want to see them, getting the monkey out their back a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
And get to a group. All right.
Yeah, so.
I will.
But yeah, man, I'm about to get out, Ronbo, man.
Shout
out to you, Ronbo, man. Shout out to my TNT family, player partner Dre Trez, Russo, Jared Fresh, Daniel, Ray 49 Hens, all you guys, man. Fuck around, fuck Rudy, lost Super Bowl, and only scored 3 points. And they got 3 points right now in their preseason game, and that's all they're going to get. I don't know what's up with them in that number 3, but and they grow. All right, Ronbo.
All right, Phil. See you tomorrow, Will.
All right.
Hey, and I'm looking at David Murphy. You know what? Spoon week 1 start. One thing we do have to remember, though, is that Jason Verrett may not be ready to start. So Spoon, and remember, the game plan is going to be different. I have a feeling that, indeed, who's going to be under a lot of pressure? Jameis Winston. Unlike the pressure you've seen tonight. So Spoon ain't going nowhere, I'll tell you that. I still say he can grow. He's got all the tools, though, man. All right. Let's go. Oh, I just realized Dave Murphy. I just realized you and Spoon are related. Dave Murphy Spoon. I'm gonna put him back in the firm because you know what? You can't. He made some. We've seen only the plays that he didn't make. This is the thing. We didn't see the plays that he did make. So that's the thing. Hey, David! Is this David now? Dave, is that you? David Murphy. Well, still nobody's answering. David! Right. Let's go to point 5. Player partner. Dre driving down the Dre.
Man, we in this mother. Hey man.
Yeah.
Hey man. Yeah, man. There was a lot of Jimmy G hate, man. That's all I gotta say. Trey, you was one of them.
Yeah, and they got to
Trey,
quit.
you was one of them. You talking that shit, Trey. I got to call you out. And to Sean, hey, bro, we don't. Hey, Sean,
from the East Coast. We don't do subliminals, bruh. Either you call out names or you shut the fuck up and get off the phone. Period, point blank. Trying to hear that buster ass shit.
Wait a minute.
So a lot
I
of
just
y'all
realized,
know who I'm
Trey.
talking about. Nah, bro.
I just realized I forgot
bro.
Trey. He was trying to recruit Cousins. Trey,
Yeah.
you got some explaining to do. We told you Jimmy G was just rusty.
He was.
Come on with it, Drake. Bring some more. Bring some more. Bring some more.
He was. Man, you guys seen what could happen if Keelan Witherspoon is left to be a starter. They targeted Tyreek Hill 3 plays in a row, and it was 3 first downs in a damn row. Keelan Witherspoon cannot start. He has to be a rotational guy. He cannot start, Ronbo. They will pick on him every play. It was 3 plays in a fucking row to Tyreek Hill, and 2 of them was the same row.
Wait, but
man,
you know
look
what?
here.
Tyreek
And what play
Hill.
did he make, Rombo? You said we only seen the plays that he messed up on. What play did he make? I seen 3 first downs in a row and a missed tackle. So that's 4. That's 4 right there. That's 4 first downs. What did he do?
I know.
What plays did he make? It wasn't like last week where at least he had 2 tackles for loss in the backfield, and he was running around. He was running around the field. Like, come on, man. Come on, bro. Like, Spoon, it's not about having all of the tools, bro. Either, bro, you can't come to work with a motherfucking butter knife, and you know damn well you need a Phillips screwdriver or a flathead, bro. It don't matter about the tools if you ain't putting it to come on, man. Come on, bro.
Whoa.
Come on. Man.
All right. Anyway, Drake, let us now move, though, to, as you may have noticed, Daniel Andre tonight is saying that indeed it will be that Jordan Matthews will make this team. Now, you and I already, everybody's done the math.
It was clear as day. Shanahan showed y'all. Shanahan showed everybody, if you're a true fan of football and you know football, the guys who played in the first half is the guys that's already locks, man. The guys who came in and started third quarter when Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't playing and the rest of them motherfuckers was on the field, those are the guys who's looking for a spot, man. Let's be real. The dudes who played in the first half is locks, and the dudes who came in the second half is the guys that have something to prove to see if they can squeeze in a spot on this team.
5,
Come on, man.
6,
Let's be real, bro.
7.
Let's be real.
Hey, and Daniel Andre, where you at, man? I thought you was going to call in tonight, Daniel.
I blocked his dumb ass. I ain't even. Me and Daniel have nothing to talk about ever again in life. I blocked him. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, it was clear as day. You can see it with the rotations. You can see it with the guys that he was subbing in and bringing out. Like, those were the guys that that Shanahan is going to depend on. And you can see it on defense. Those are the guys that Robert Saleh is going to depend on. You can see it with the rotations, man.
That's true.
That's what it's going to look like in the regular season.
And Dre, did you see that tight windowed catch that our boy did, man? Boom! I mean, that window, Dre, that window was that big.
But, hey, I have to recuse myself from any Kendrick talk. I have to because you know it comes from something deeper than just football. It comes from a personal, bro. So I have to recuse myself. You know what I'm saying? But what I can say is, you know what I'm saying? The guys who played in the first half on defense and offense are the guys who have a lock for this roster, man. Then you can see how Kyle was trying to put guys in at kick return and punt return and see, well, if we don't have Richie returning the ball, how does it look? You know, Debo looked pretty good, but you know we can't have Dante back there catching punts looking like that.
No, because he can't take it anyway. Dante's
you're gonna have to put DJ Reed or put Debo back there if Richie isn't available. And you know, like we say, availability it makes you availability is how you're valuable, man. You know. I hate to say it, man, but I can see Trent Taylor coming back in about 2 or 3 weeks because that screw in the foot. I've heard 3 Hall of Famers. You know what I'm saying? 2 on Twitter and 1 in Chris Carter say they had that same thing, and it took them 3 to 4 months to get back right.
Well, see, that's what I heard too. And if somebody called in here who had that condition and said it takes a while to come back.
And I can see Trent getting back into a game and playing about 2 or 3 games, and his ass will be right back out with another injury, bro.
See,
let's just call it for what it is.
Yeah,
let's why. Call it for what it is.
That's why. You know what
I'm saying? You're gonna have to have him on IR plus 6 guys. You're gonna have to. It's just no way. It's just no way to get around it. So you know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to carry 7. You know what I mean?
It's otherwise it's a risk.
I mean. Yeah, man. So you know, and what I did like about what I love about Jimmy Garoppolo is he didn't key on one guy. He spread that ball around, man.
Never does.
He spread that ball around. KB had a catch. Marquise had a catch. Pettis had a catch. Well, we ain't gonna talk about his ball dropping ass.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna talk about
he had one, but
we ain't gonna
talk
about him. He's out of here. You know what I'm saying? Caden Smith ain't dropping no pass tonight. You know.
I know, right? But Dre, we gotta go.
His ass out of here.
We gotta go.
All right, man. Hey, man, shout out to the TNT fan, man. My player partner Will, Trey Trez, Big Show, Jerry Fresh, Bob Money. You know what I'm saying? St. Louis, my partner Russo, man. You already know what it is. Hey, man. Keep it 100 or don't keep nothing at all. No subliminals, call out names, or get off the phone. You know what I'm talking about? All right, man, we up out of here. I'm out.
Night, Dre. You know, it's been on Dre keeping it very blunt and straight to the point. And now, he comes in with a case I have to believe. He is one of the founding members of TNT. He is Trey from VA. He'll let Trey moves here. He's coming. Here he comes. Get ready.
Finally. And I do mean finally. Brother Ronbo, how are we doing today?
Oh, you know, after seeing what I seen tonight, Trey, I'm so delighted. I'm relieved. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of people are feeling good. A lot of people are feeling like they're rubbing my nose in it, you know, and I feel good about that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I do, because we're winning, family. If my quarterback is looking good, then that's all I've ever wanted, right? I said he looked skittish, said he looked scared in the pocket. I didn't see any of that today.
Yes.
So on this one, I tipped my hat to Jimmy. He came out like a man. But Ronbo, shout out to you, production. Shout out to my TNT fam. Shout out to the livest chat. Yo, the chat's been on fire tonight.
Oh,
right?
I thought it got
But
crazy.
there's always going to be something that we can talk about, Ronbo. So if you don't mind.
And now the cute and cuddly has ended. Let me holler at you.
The cute and cuddly is over. Number 74.
Joe! What is wrong with you, Joe? I didn't want to say anything, but Trey was just so right. What is he doing?
It's okay, guys. He got beat by a rookie. Oh, he's just showing him the ropes last week. Oh, it's okay, guys. It was the guard's fault. Whose fault was it this week? Just bear watching. I love Jimmy, and I want to keep him clean. I say it again. I love Jimmy. I hated the fact that Jimmy was playing scared, and I hated the fact that Kyle Shanahan was calling BS plays. That's another thing. I want to give Kyle Shanahan some love, Ronbo. Can we do that real quick? Can we all just give Kyle Shanahan a hand clap?
Yeah. Call some sensible plays. That was one of the things I complained about.
Kyle came out today. God. I think the first drive was just a little bit sketchy. He was feeling it out. But that second drive, it felt like Kyle was like, you know what, enough of the bull. Enough of the bull. We're going to come out. We're going to press the ball downfield, which is what we need to do. Can we give, and I said this, guys, and I told you this. People laughed at me, Ronbo, in the chat, when I told you I wanted Richie James over Trent Taylor. Why? Why did I say that months ago? Because
which episode? I'm going to go back and capitalize.
No. People know what I'm talking about in the chat. I said that Richie James is more explosive in the slot. He's going to be Marquise Goodwin's replacement in a year.
Several people said he's better than Trent.
He's gonna do it, and he's a great kicker. But let's talk about one more guy that's getting it done, because we got a lot of guys getting it done, man. Shout out to the team, man. Today, shout out to another guy that got it done. And I said this personally. I feel good. I'm going to take credit for this one. Jimmie Ward. I told you, Ronbo. His best position is where? In the slot. Go figure. Go figure.
Was he in the slot? Was he in the slot today?
He was in the slot a lot. He covered Tyreek Hill in the slot a lot. He played I think he played the majority of them.
Whoa. See, that's what I'm talking about. When you look at, he may be one of the best DBs on the field. If he's not one place, put him somewhere else. Yeah. He put that fire out. Yeah. See, I'm telling you.
And what about, Ronbo, what about the stable of backs that we got? this embarrassment of
We're gonna
riches
get
that
rid of
we
some
got.
good players.
Rombo.
It's scary.
I got 5 guys that can play running back in the NFL right now on my team.
You got
Shout
more
out
than
to
that.
Jerick McKinnon. I think Jerick McKinnon starts the season on IR, designated to return.
Yeah,
but we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that until like week 2 or week 3 in the season because we want to see how the roster spots play out, things of that nature. But let's get into some more good news, Rombo. Can I interest you in a little bit of linebacker play? Rombo, can I say this? And I want to clear this up.
Okay.
In 2017 and 2018, the Dallas Cowboys linebackers, mainly Jalen Smith, started calling his unit the Hot Boys. Now, I don't know if you guys are aware of this.
I forgot.
But we sound like we jocking right now. We sound like we
Trey,
following.
right.
We sound like we plagiarizing. We sound like we copying.
You're right.
Somebody tweet Quan and let them know.
Yeah.
And if you know, you know. People know what I'm talking about. Like we did not. This is not something that we came up with. Now they don't own it. They don't own the moniker.
I know, but we don't want to go behind the
just
Cowboys.
don't want to be out here claiming something that another team.
Ew, God.
So, I challenge the Empire to come up with the name for these young, fast, hot receivers. Linebackers. Our receivers are nasty too. What about Debo? Ooh.
I know.
And look, I know we can't do it long tonight, Rombo. I know the lines are hot.
We're going to have to go.
Very proud of Jimmy G. Very proud of Jimmy. I gave him a lot of grief, deservedly so. All right? He earned the respect.
You go justify now. I like it.
From the media.
All right.
No. The media dragged his name through the mud, and they better not sweep this performance under the rug.
I know. I agree. All right.
Shout out to my brothers in TNT, every single one of them. Shout out to you, Brother Ronbo. Shout out to the fam. And look, guys, the one thing I will say is this. CJ Beathard's done. And I told him. We'll get into that.
All right,
shout out to the fam. Shout out to you, brother.
Thanks, Trey. All right, fam.
Deserve.
Looking for you tomorrow. All right, here he is, Trey. He's come in. And being the man that he is, just manned up on some things and let some people know about some other things he didn't appreciate. That's the way it's supposed to be. Let me quickly go out to we'll stay on the East Coast. 856 Morristown, New Jersey. Hello again.
Ronbo, what's good? It's Mark.
Mark, what's up, man?
I'm just calling from a different phone because my phone about to die. So I had to steal my wife's phone so I could call in. You feel me?
And she's probably saying, don't be using my phone. Is your wife a 49er fan?
She's not. She's actually a Raider fan.
No, she does not want you on her phone. But Mark,
not at all. But she sleeps. She sleeps.
There you go. Don't wake up. Well, Mark, what are your assessments on tonight? Because we ain't got a lot of time. But fam, Jimmy G, he wasn't full force tonight, but he was at least up to 60%. I just want him to start rolling toward that 100% Jimmy G. And tonight, we seen touch. We seen good judgment for the most part. We seen cool, calm. I mean, the man take the kryptonite and throw it in the garbage. Oh, Mark, what do you got to say about this game?
Listen, I said it last night, and I'm gonna say it tonight. That is the Jimmy I needed to see, and that's what we saw. The first drive, it was a little skittish. It was a little up and down. I think it was like you said previously. After the Chiefs went down and scored that touchdown with that blown coverage by the defense with Solomon Thomas covering a back on the wheel route.
That was Klosky,
how
though.
that happened.
That was because that was Klosky.
Yeah,
Solomon was coming to help.
He took a bad angle on that too. But it must have lit a fire under Kyle, and he was like, okay, let's get back and let's put a drive together. And with the way Jimmy handled that drive with the pass down the right sideline to Richie James, and then the pass down the left sideline to Breida, that was the mental toughness that I was talking about last night. To come back and to be down, 7 after the Chiefs' big play, to come back the very next drive and put it together the way that he did. That's the Jimmy I needed to see.
And
I was ecstatic. In the living room screaming. We getting ready to move, trying to get the house clean before we move. And my wife is like, "Are you going to help me with this?" I said, "No, Jimmy playing good."
Because she ain't worried about no Jimmy G. We moving or what? You know?
Not even worried about it. Not even worried about it. But listen, Jimmy, that's the Jimmy I need to see. So I'm good going into the season. As all the other callers said, all the people who was ready to jump off the Jimmy G bandwagon and who were saying start Nick Mullins and trade Jimmy and get rid of him. I'm glad he did what he did tonight. I'm glad he put that on tape. And now we can go into the season comfortable knowing that, like you said, he may not be 100%, but he's getting back to that. And with the first couple of games, the Buccaneers and the Bengals, those first two games, those aren't teams that we should be scared of. So I think those are games where you can get a good start. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. We're going to be fine. Jimmy's gonna be all right. We good.
No doubt about it. And that defense has got so much potential. I can't wait to see. I need my boy on the other side. Nick don't need to play. Nick don't need to play until first homecoming. But I need forward on the other side to complement the middle. I'm telling you right now, because DeForest Buckner, I didn't see enough of him today. I seen him in on a few plays, but I want to see a Buckner that's been set free. Oh my Lord, I can't wait.
Yeah, watching Quan out there, he was a name that I mentioned last night. Yeah. Just watching the energy that he had, just to get back he was in on the first two tackles of the series when they were on defense. He was in on the first two plays, so that energy is there. The spark was there. He was moving. Again, I got to, like Trey just said, I got to give credit to Jimmie Ward. Jimmie Ward ball tonight, coming back from, his injury, first game back, live action.
Looked like
he played like himself. He wasn't scared to hit. He wasn't scared to lay the boom. He got in there.
Yeah.
I think I'm in agreement with everybody else about Akello Witherspoon. I want to like him. I want to like him. I agree with you, Ronbo. He has all the tools.
Yes.
He's got the size. He's got the speed. He's got it all. But again, like I said with Jimmy, the mental is not there. And I don't know what it is. He spent that offseason a couple off seasons ago working out with Sherman, working out with Xavier Rhodes, Aqib Talib, Darius Slay, all the top corners. He was working with those guys. He was able to pick their brains. He was able to get tools from each and every one of them. And he just still hasn't put it together in his game yet. So I don't know what it is with Akello, but
it's all mental, like you said. And I tell you what, he could be like Solomon, starting to find himself. He could be one of them players that needs 3 full seasons. We'll see. Because I ain't done. I don't believe he's got all the tools you need. Okay, Mike, we got to go, though. It's on the East Coast. It's late. I'm going to look for you tomorrow, fam, if you got some time, huh?
Yes, sir.
And wifey said you need to get in here and finish packing anyway, right? All right. I'll see you tomorrow, fam. I'll be looking for you, too.
These boxes, man.
Yeah. Don't you hate
Ronbo.
moving? All right, fam.
Hate it. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, fam. See you tomorrow. All right, Mike. Oh, poor Mike. He got to finish packing. Maybe he'll be finished tomorrow and at least get a rest spot so wifey can wake up and say, it's okay. All right, let's go out to the East Coast. Let's go back. Stay on the East Coast. Stay in New Jersey, to be exact. Rodney! Rodney, I think Christmas came early. Go ahead.
Hey, Ronbo, what do you think about today's game?
I'm loving it, man, because, the only thing I was concerned about, because I know the offensive line, I got little concerns that still remain about them, but I just wanted to see, is Jimmy going to, because a lot of guys have a mental case and they can't climb back into the saddle. Jimmy went out there, got mad the first place, called Dante. I seen him hollering at Dante. Hey! I see his mind. And because Dante blew it on that play or something he did wrong on the route.
I know.
That's why Kyle had him out there all day. And so after that, got better. Started looking more like G. Yeah. I said, whoa.
Yeah. And then what about that touchdown that Jimmy G threw it to Breda?
Perfect
in the end
touch.
zone. Breda caught it with one hand, brung it in. for a touchdown to tie it up 7-7. Oh, my God.
Gave me goosebumps, fam.
Ooh.
I said, look at that, man. He's such a Brady.
I'm telling you, bro, Brady got hands, boy. Ain't nobody talk about Brady's hands.
No, I know, right?
Brady is a monster.
But he can run,
Brady
too.
is a monster. I'm telling you, man, he can run the rock. And he got hands.
I outplayed Tevin Coleman. And Tevin Coleman's supposed to be over here coming over to beat a man.
In the first string defense. What? Oh, my God. Ain't nobody talking about that. Ain't nobody talking about that. Right? All right. Now I got little issues. All right. Defense.
Yeah.
I was really pissed off when Mahomes ran back and ran around them and he fucking still threw that fucking pass. Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Oh, man.
You're supposed to sack this motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that right there really pissed me off.
Yeah.
I got a little, my issues with this. All right. The defense, all right. But the first string defense, they ain't do that great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because they was letting Mahomes rip them apart. You know what I'm saying?
I think it was a game plan. They do things a little different. Mahomes, that run he made, the defense looked like they did last year. Remember they used to run right past the quarterback? Quarterback steps up in the pocket. That isolation won't be possible when you got Bosa and Ford on both sides. See,
I hope so. I hope so. Because today, come on, you got, all right though, you got, who was in the edge at that time?
On the edge? You know what?
Yeah.
Okay, it was either DeMondre or Solomon. Because I think Solomon's at the big end.
Good.
I think DeMondre
but
Moore.
Solomon almost got him. Almost got him, but come on. You know what I'm saying? That's coming from the left side.
So it had to be DeMondre. DeMondre Moore was playing out there for a while. I seen Armstead, but I think he was in the middle. He ran around that play, and Holmes stepped in front of him. He stepped out in front of all of them. His timing was exactly right on that, fam. Wow, that was annoying. I agree.
Hey, listen, I know. Listen. I understand. You know what I'm saying? It's preseason and everything. All that to get fixed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yo, listen. Oh, what about what they're gonna say tomorrow about Jimmy G? Oh, Jimmy G was accuracy, this and that. Jimmy G ready for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What happened? What was going on?
They're gonna say, well, Jimmy Garoppolo played again. They'll find a way to make it look like it wasn't nothing special. Promise
you know what I'm saying?
Well, finally in a preseason effort. Yeah.
I hate that.
I know.
I
That's
hate
right.
that.
They look bad.
You know what? But listen, that touchdown pass from Garoppolo to Brady. Oh my Lord, that was I'm telling you, Brady.
He's gonna be the dude.
He could catch the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He could be number one, the number one running back. I'm telling you.
I know he's
the number one running back. I'm telling you, he could be the number one running back if he keeps on playing like this. I'm telling you.
Currently, he is. He is. That today was outstanding.
And you know what? Jimmy Garoppolo, after all this bullcrap that's going on, you know what I'm saying? The dude did his thing. You know what I'm saying? He came out fine.
Did what he had to do.
Even though, you know what I'm saying, he was targeting. He was targeting his receivers. And that last, to tie it up. That right there showed me, I
need
got
to
my
know, right?
back.
We got to go, fam.
When you tie it up, when you tie it up with that touchdown,
and immediately
with Brady catching it with one hand, I got my quarterback back.
Damn. We got to go, fam. Let me see you tomorrow.
Right.
We get a little earlier and start this evening. We
have
late night tackle football.
I love what you do, man.
Thanks,
man.
man.
For life, baby. That's how we do.
Appreciate you. All right. Have a good night. And we quickly go over to hey, Linwood.
What's up, Ron Blizzy?
Linwood, you know what's up, man. I've been anxiety, and I tell the truth. I've been taking aspirin and stuff like that, working out harder because the stress is killing me. I'm wondering this night, is Jimmy G going to make his triumphant return? Writers are getting nastier by the minute. You can't go on any podcast. The 49ers should have known before they went in and actually committed to that much money that they didn't know what they were doing or what they had. Shut up! I was saying, shut up! You know, it's like, gosh, now they can shut up, Linwood.
Well, you know, they're gonna pull it in at mediocrity and think, well, he had us really slow. So actually, all right, I'm gonna stop right there. Mm-hmm. I was watching the game from the Kansas because I'm on the East Coast. The only way I could get the game is NFL Pass. So I had to watch the KFC side and the KFC fried chicken side. They didn't talk nothing about no 49ers. They didn't say nothing about no players. And anytime we did any plays, touchdowns, and they didn't even say who made the plays or anything. It was all KC. And the commentator, straight out of the gate, the first couple plays of Jimmy G, yeah, he's so inaccurate. He's never been an accurate player, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, and I was like, are you serious? I was like, okay.
Yeah, still scored.
But the truth of the matter is, I know. The truth of the matter is this, Rombo. At the end of the day, once they took their quarterback out of play, and they showed his stats, and they put the stats up, and Jimmy G's and their supposed Golden Boys, the future of the NFL, were identical.
Yes.
I was like sitting there thinking about this shit, and I'm like, all right, so here's your Golden Boy.
Yeah.
With an elite offensive line. And Jimmy Garoppolo had some backups in this and scrambling for his life and doing just as good. Shut the front door
up. Yeah, no, because come on. You know, I mean, you know what, Linwood, it's not going to stop until we get to the playoffs. If the 49ers can land a playoff berth this year, the noise will stop. But until then, we can't get no respect. Ain't nobody gonna give us no credit for the preseason.
If we want the defense stepped up in this and except for Witherspoon, Wither. I just call him Wither from now on. Just Withered. But except for him, and your boy Jimmie Ward came in there. He played really well, by the way.
I'm telling you. But a lot of people don't want to admit it, but you know good and well he did. He looked all right.
He did. Right. He played really well. Yeah. He played really well, Romo. But the one up that Holmes has over Jimmy G, and outstanding. And I mean, he's got a badass offensive line, dude. I have to admit
you know,
that guy is so well protected. Even their backups, dude. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah,
that's a badass offensive line over there.
True, but Pittsburgh was killing him last. You know, I have a feeling it had more to do. Let's see what he looks like. We're not going to get to play him again, though. I want to see him back when I got Bosa and I got Ford on both sides.
In the playoffs.
Yeah, you know, I want to. Well, we will see him if we see him in the playoffs.
It will be a Super Bowl.
Yeah, so you know,
if they can make it there.
They got a decent offensive line, but last year it was pretty good too. So they're good, not bad. So I'm saying because there's a lot.
They have a badass offensive line. Now, I'm not talking about the defensive line.
I mean offensive line.
Offensive line protecting Holmes, dude. That guy had nobody near him. Now I know we didn't have Bosa and i.e. Ford out there.
They flushed him a couple of times.
He was untouched.
Yeah, he had to make that run
the whole game. Yeah. You only had to one time, Rambo, one scramble.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yards when you had to.
That's what I'm saying. When you get them ends back. Now, wait. Let's see. I want to see if they get him in because Holmes had plenty of time to throw all day. That's true, except for a couple of plays. So.
Well, and that's my thing is, Rambo. It speaks volumes about our defense.
Yeah.
And our offense. It speaks volumes. So you read between the lines. Wow, he had all day to throw. The number one offense in the league, 50 touchdowns, and they can only come away with how many points?
That's right. And it was a mistake. If Kowalski team plays that play right.
We have all the starters in there.
Yeah,
so that's
all of
I
them.
mean, I read between the lines. I look at it. I said, yeah, they moved the ball, but how many points did they come away with? And Jimmy G went down the field every time, too, with missing the stars off their offensive line, center, this and that. No George Kittle, this and that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's going to get better, too.
I mean,
Okay.
Read between the lines.
We're going to leave and look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Well, Ronbo Sports, hit those likes.
Thanks, Linwood.
Hit those likes, Sam, because preseason is over.
Yeah.
CJ Beathard is over. Pettis is on notice.
He had a couple of good plays tonight, but Pettis is, come on, Dante. Anyway,
Look, I'll put it this way. You don't put somebody in there and you play the whole game all in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
If you're not trying to get Pettis is
notice.
on notice.
All right. We got to go live when it's late.
Because he's too soft.
Let
Night,
me see if I
fam.
can smoke the East Coast. Have a good night, fam. Thanks, Linwood.
Night, fam.
Oh, man. Yeah, Dante played 4 quarters. That is telling, isn't it? Kyle's not happy. Dante, no, don't put your helmet back on. I'm going to play the second half, you know? And Dante, please. You know? Hey, let's go to Salisbury, North Carolina. 980's your area code. Hello.
Hey, Ronbo, how you doing?
Yeah.
It's been a long time. I've been trying to get on your show for the longest.
Oh, fam, what is your name?
Raheem.
Oh, Raheem.
Yeah.
Welcome to the program, fam. Yeah.
I appreciate that. Listen to you all the time.
Thanks, Raheem, man. You know, thanks, man. Hey, but this game, now, I'll give you some thoughts, man, because, you know, Jimmy G was like, they were starting to, Raheem, they were starting to throw dirt on him, man. He was already, they had him laying in the ground, in the box. You could hear the dirt fall on the box. I mean, I was like, oh, come on, y'all. Give this man a chance to get back at his feet underneath him. Now, Raheem, he's back. That boy's going to roll from here. But your thoughts on the last game?
Yeah, well, I wasn't able to see the whole thing. I saw the second quarter on, but as far as I'm concerned, Jimmy G was never gone. If people don't understand what it takes to rehab a ACL and the period of time he was out, then they don't have any reason to be watching the game.
Oh, right to be talking. That's right.
But my thoughts is this: I'm least concerned with the offense. If Jimmy G goes into week 1 playing pitch and catch, and allowing the game to just come to him, and utilizing the talent he has around him with his receiving core and his running backs and his tight end and Kittles, then I don't see us having any struggles on offense. The offensive line maybe needs to get some cohesiveness, but I'm more concerned with the defense, to be honest with you, Rumble.
Yeah.
I don't know to what extent you could call Ford and Bosa just plug and play players coming back from injury. Are they going to give that true stability due to the injuries and the time away from the game? You know,
that's a good point. Good point.
Are they truly going to benefit our secondary, which is still up in the air on what we're going to get as far as a product?
Because I seen Sherm mess up tonight. I'm concerned.
Well, no, Sherm's gonna give you what Sherm gives every time he gets on the field. People won't throw to his side of the field, so that's neither here or there. Kellen Witherspoon, it's pretty much a wrap. And I know you are a fan of his, and
I'm pulling hard for him.
I do not know why has not did tackling drills over the past 2 seasons or season and a half. Why he's not trying to get some physicality to his game.
Yeah.
I'd rather see him get a personal foul for laying some wood than missing the tackle altogether is what I'm saying.
I
keep hearing people talking about
I keep hearing people talking about Tampa Bay and the Bengals being cupcake games.
No.
People are not taking into consideration that we're going down to almost 100-degree weather to play a football game.
I know. it takes it out of you.
We're coming all the way, almost 3,000 miles to play in southern Florida, and everybody thinks it's just going to be a pushover game. It's going to be a game against grown men and a game against elements.
And they're going to have some of the better players back on defense, too. Like Vita Vea should be back. They got one of the guys missing, too.
Yeah, and I know we talent pound for pound, we have more talent today.
Yeah.
There's no denying that. But we can't go in there thinking we're just going to push them over. But I'm just looking forward to the season. I think Jimmy G is the truth. I think he never was anything less than that. I just think he just hasn't played a total given a total 16-game season, and we're about to see that. I see him playing out this whole season. He might get some bumps and bruises along the way, but he's going to represent the Niners to the fullest.
I fully agree with that. But
and Mullins is a true backup. Mullins has some lights, camera action moments.
Yeah.
But he is our backup, and CJ he just needs to retune himself and find some Arena Football League or something going on in his life that maybe best more suited, more proper. But his mechanics, his motor skills, he's still doing that bootleg, and he's going back about 15 more yards than he needs to before he turns.
Because he needs more time to think. Hips. Funny, Raheem, you pointed that out.
His hips he needs to put some WD-40 on his hips or something. You know what I mean? It's like it's crazy. He just doesn't turn, and he's just slow. His mechanics are slow.
In process,
Breida had a bomb game. Richie James, I'm a fan of Richie James since day one, since Tennessee State, Middle Tennessee State. Excuse me.
He can play,
but he better represent, and they better not cut him. I want to see Kendrick Bourne. He better be on the squad, and leave Pettis alone. Pettis, he might need to get a little. He might need to get some of these southern chicken and dumplings in him.
God, come on, Dante. I was going to put him back on the block for a few weeks so he could get, man up. I want a little more toughness.
Amen, brother. And I know they're talking about, a lot of people got on here this evening talking about people played in the fourth quarter. Shanahan's just trying to evaluate talent. You only have, this is the rehearsal game. I don't think Pettis and the people that played in the fourth quarter, their life is hanging from a thread. Some of them are, but Pettis will be on the team.
He will. But, if I'm Kyle and I get tired of Dante assing around, because you and I both know he's a better football player than he's showing. Dante,
absolutely.
I understand you ain't going to play until the season started, but I'm telling you right now, show me a little bit of something at least, okay?
You're absolutely correct. But how much of those, these are their draft picks. Them cutting him is a reflection of they drafted him. So how do you draft someone a year ago and he's on the cutting block this year? That's foolish.
But I don't want him thinking that he's so cool that he can't. You got to work here, Dante. When come time to renew your contract, you're gonna be mad.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Raheem, we gonna go, fam, because it's late. I'm gonna tell you, see if we get a few more people out.
Yeah, do your thing. It's late over here too.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to get
Let me ask you one thing real quick. Give me one of those. Niners. Come on.
Oh, you want that holler? Raheem, I give you that all day, man. I love anytime I get a chance. You ready for it? Niners! Man, Raheem.
Yes, sir. You all appreciate it, brother. Niners all day, every damn day. Empire all day. I'm gone.
Great to meet you too, Raheem. And we go to Jamar Walton. Thanks, fam. Oh, we've not done it in a long time. I can't wait till they bring those Bud commercials back. Dilly. Itchy Chinny Kojak was on the chat. I should have said he hates when we do that, I think. He is really British. David. Yeah, David.
Oh, hey, how you doing? How's the night?
David, it's a great night, man, because, as I said, We now know everything else is fixable. Joe Staley needs a little. We might have to put Joe Staley in the shop and get him some new parts.
Gonna be fine.
Convince me of that, please.
Why the hell are you?
Because 2 weeks in a row. If he didn't do that every now and then, I'd be fine. But Staley last week, here comes Bradley Chubb, and Joe's like, and Bradley grabs Jimmy. And this week we got Frank Clark comes in. He grabs him. Joe.
Look at who you're talking about, though. You guys got great Pro Bowl on Pro Bowl. You know, it's hard to play offensive line, man.
That's a
when
good
you pass rush, I think you got a lot of leverage and you can move a little bit. Your O-line, you got to stay your ass still.
Yeah.
And watch the damn ball.
And move your feet.
Move back.
Yeah.
You know what the hell's going on. I mean, it's a lot of crap going on. So you guys got to chill out on Staley, man. He didn't go back from 1 year to another. God, man, what is up with everybody,
I feel like I've been chastised, and I feel like you're right.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you this right now.
All right.
J-Dub came back.
Didn't he?
And all that time off drinking calcium pills and milk did him good. Because the boy was popping mofos. He was cracking. Hey, he was hitting people. He was tackling. He was getting up. He was pounding his chest. I said, dude, this guy's ready to go. And I'll tell you what. Yeah, he was playing slot. But free safety, I think it'll do him wonders. Leave him in the free safety spot. Yeah. He's going to do great. He'll do great. Number. That's the number one thing too. So Staley, get off of Staley's back. He'll be fine, man. Jeez,
Dave, you live next door to Joe, don't you? Joe's probably say, "Hey, listen, if you were calling in that show, that you were talking about me."
Is a regular in the Campbell's Whole Food. My wife works there, and she sees him there.
Yeah.
And big, tall guy, long face, goofy guy, cool guy though, cool guy, right? But man, I'll tell you, I think we stress too much. Now Witherspoon is those type of players where you need to let them develop for like a good 2, 3, maybe even 4 years. Not as a starter though. You got to give him on the backup rotational. He will be good. Not every player walks in and becomes
pro.
Dion or Rod Woodson or Sherman off the bat, guys.
That's true.
You know, and if I can remember this, there was 2 times I believe, and I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. In that game, where the dude pushed off of Witherspoon, he got offensive pass interference, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was today.
So that's one. And in number 2, there's a few times when Hill got past Sherman, and Sherman was chasing him, and he couldn't keep up with them. So, you know, I'm not too worried about it. Should we start with Witherspoon? Probably not. Maybe don't start him. Maybe put him as the third or the nickel guy. You know, in and out, rotate him in and out. You know, Sherman, Verrett. You know, and then just like ease him in. You know, rotate the guys in and out. You know, but I think if you just start dumping on the guy, I think it's too. He has all the tools. I mean, he's a good player, and also he's traumatized from that crappy ass secondary coach that we had last year, man.
Jeff Hafley.
Dude, oh my God, he screwed those players up, man. Sherman was the one coaching that damn team. He was doing it,
and he can't coach and play.
So, no, you can't. So you got to look at all that. And they're not even playing full speed right now. Sherman kind of was running, and he kind of like didn't run full speed when he was chasing that one guy who was going to the end zone.
No point.
He wasn't running full speed. If it was a game,
don't pull him
he would have probably caught up to him. Exactly. Yeah. So that's that. Now, Patrick Mahomes, Kermit the Frog, was able to move around and throw darts, but no Bosa, no Ford, no rotating in and out of Julian Taylor.
No game plan. So Quan couldn't sneak in.
Yeah, it wasn't the full thing. But Greenlaw was in and out here and there. So I don't know, but I'll tell you one thing. Contavious Tree, is he defensive end or defensive tackle?
They see him. I've seen him at the big end, and I've seen him inside too. I don't know what exactly Contavious Street is doing.
He's pretty good. He's good. He's very strong.
Very.
He's kind of slow.
Yeah, which makes no sense because he can blaze a 40 yards. So I guess there's a difference between straight ahead speed and quickness. See, because that's what Kevin Givens has. Quickness.
Okay, I'm going to tell you that. Does Givens take his spot and they cut Kentavious Street?
Oh, I don't know, man. Draft capital and having spent a year trying to rehab him. There's been a lot of investment into Kentavious.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But man,
Dave, we got to stop here though, David. Let's get back. This is a great subject though. Let's get back to this tomorrow.
Real quick. Before I let you go, real quick. Last thing, okay? Matthews last year, 300 yards.
Yeah.
2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
KB, 467 yards, 5 touchdowns. Okay, who stays?
You already know.
Kendrick Bourne. Bye, Matthews.
Daniel Andre, we're sorry. Daniel Andre doesn't appreciate this. We'll keep it down. Okay.
Hey, it doesn't matter. Oh, well, get over it. So you have a good night. Jimmy G's fine. He'll be good.
Yeah.
And CJ goes to the Colts.
Dave's always got a nice punchline. David, have a great night too.
Good night. Bye.
I don't want to pick on CJ. I really don't. I think let's go to 661 Rosemont. That's Rosamond, California. Hello.
What's up, Ronbo?
Yes, indeed. Winning. I don't know. I think it's bad luck to win all your preseason games, but 3-3-0. That's I'll accept that. What is your name?
Thomas. Actually, I spoke to you for the first time last week. I've been trying to get back on. I've just been a little busy.
All right, Thomas. Yeah, Thomas, we're hashing over what happened, and everybody's worried about the same things. Although only a few of us keep on bringing up Joe Staley. But David just put some perspective on that because, hey, Pro Bowler versus Pro Bowler, it's, everybody doesn't have a Pro Bowl end. So,
No, yeah, I know you got a lot of time, so I'm going to try and speak quickly.
All right.
First thing before I start, I want to give a shout out to your caller, Dre.
Okay.
Because every time I listen to his show, he has me cracking up because I just shoot straight from the hip, and no bullshit. Just tell him how you feel. I love that.
Yes.
Another shout out I want to give is your caller Trey, because he was the first one who brought up what I was feeling watching this game. 70-4. What are you doing? I know what David just said, that these are Pro Bowlers. I don't give a shit. He was getting beat by Nick Bosa in training camp. So it's like, when I'm watching this, I know Joe Staley is great, but he signed a 2-year extension. He's going to retire most likely after those 2 years. Think about this. What are we going to do to replace him when he retires? We're probably going to put McGlinchey at left tackle and draft someone to put on the right side.
Who's on the right?
So what I'm thinking is, why don't we just move McGlinchey to the left side now and tell, you know what, suck it up. You got 2 years at the right. He's not with the.
I wonder if he'd be okay with that.
He should be.
I
don't. Thomas, if I was a coach, I don't care. Like, you protect your investment.
Yeah, because you know what? Next year, who are they going to draft? We have a problem with the guard spot. No matter what, they're going to take an offensive lineman in the first round. We have a problem with the guard spot, and of course the edge. Which is more important? Do you go ahead and get the edge, or do you get the guard?
Well, you got to evaluate free agency as well. But
then there's that.
Honestly, survive with a 2-year extension. We could survive, holding off on the tackle for another 2 years and get a guard next year.
Yeah.
But I would tell Joe, hey, McGlinchey's the future at left tackle. You're moving to the right side. I know he's great. He's a Pro Bowler, but we got to start thinking about the future now. And Jimmy Garoppolo is our investment.
Yes.
And I'm sick of seeing these free shots on him. Chubb just walked right past Staley last week. He didn't even put a move on him.
And Thomas, not only do they come in, they bring Staley with them. I said, what? It'd be one thing if you beat Joe and got around him, but they take Joe and they bring Joe all the way back, and I said, whoa, Joe.
Yeah,
I could see you getting beat.
It's ridiculous.
And that's strength.
Chubb didn't even put a move on him last week. He just walked right by him, and Joe looked confused, was I supposed to do something?
Thomas, like I said, he brought Joe with him. He took Joe, and he looked like the cowboy in that Saints game. He took the offensive lineman. Well, you can come with me, but I'm going to get your quarterback. And he goes back and
Yeah, fuck that. And I tell him, like, it's hard, man. Like, your next 2 years, we got to start getting McGlinchey ready. You got to go to the right side. Either you're with the team or you're not. Another thing I want to touch on real fast.
Go ahead.
Yeah, another thing I want to touch on real fast is I know Kyle Shanahan is a genius with his play calling. However, I really dislike his time management. Like, he did this last year against Kansas City when we fell behind, I think, like 17 points, something like that. I was watching in the third quarter right before Garoppolo got injured, and I know Shanahan is a genius with play action, but I was waiting for it to happen. There was like a string of 5 plays in a row where he just gave it to Alfred Morris up the middle, 5 plays in a row, 5 plays in a row. I was like, we're down 17 points. We don't have time to just run it up the middle for 5 straight plays. What are you doing? And I felt like that caused Garoppolo to go into this panic where he's like, oh, shit, I got to do extra to catch up. And it got me thinking, like, if Shanahan didn't put him in that position, would he have ever scrambled and got injured? I don't know. But today, just before the half, it's like he's going nonchalant. 2-minute drill. His first play is let's run it up the middle again, and let's not go hurry up offense. Let's have our offense get in a huddle. I was like, are you serious, dude? Like, are you
those are
playing
good
with some
observations.
fucking urgency?
Good observations, Thomas. I went out, and Shannon always has an answer in a presser. Somebody might ask him about that. Shannon will always have an answer ready, though.
Yeah, but that's bullshit. Like, it comes to a point where you gotta be humble and realize, like, yeah, you do know a whole lot, but you also got to play with some damn urgency and not just think these wins are going to come easily. Like, that drive ended with a field goal. It could have ended with a touchdown if you caught the defense on their heels and you were in a hurry-up offense. Like, I don't know. But other than that,
Thomas,
I'm
great
glad
observations.
Garoppolo.
We got to go, though. But listen, get in tomorrow and bring some more stuff, man. You got some stuff. I like it. But Thomas, we got to go.
Garoppolo, have a good night.
You too, fam.
All right, shout out to the Empire.
Thanks, fam. Have a good night. Yeah, check out Thomas, man. He hit on some stuff that, but I'm telling you right now, I'm a little concerned. Joe's got to stop that. I know, David, it's preseason. Joe, it's against Pro Bowl or against Pro Bowl, but Joe's got to do better than that. Even if you have to get a flag on occasion, don't let them dudes keep grabbing Jimmy. Hey, Charles.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Charles, sit back here and we're just sort of raking over this game, picking out the good stuff, bad stuff, and all that stuff. Charles, what'd you take from this game? Are the 49ers ready for prime time, or we got a little more tuning up to do?
I think everybody is ready except for the O-line, man. I think the O-line, we need some more patchwork done on the O-line, and we need to figure out what to do with Joe Staley. Joe Staley, I mean, I knew coming into this season that Joe Staley was, he should have retired, or they should have traded him, because he's not everyone has their down years, and I feel like last year he had a great year, but I feel like this year, coming into this year, he's 34 years old, and that's really old for an old tackle. I mean, he has years on his belt, and he had 3 years between 2010 and 2012 where we made a really long haul into the playoffs and Super Bowl and NFC championships. So he's got a lot of years on his belt, and I think they should have cut ties with him instead of extending him and went a different way in the draft and drafted an offensive tackle instead of drafting Bosa. That wouldn't have been a popular pick, but I mean that was the reality of the team. The team needs a healthy offensive tackle, and drafting somebody in the first or second round who's really athletic and really strong.
We had
that
number 2.
That would have made more sense.
But you rarely see with a number 2 pick, you rarely see anybody get an offensive lineman. But looking back on it, who did we pick up in the second round?
Debo. Pick up Debo.
See, you know what? I tell you, Charles, I don't know. You know, you had to get Bosa because if a team has been lacking an edge rusher, it's been the 49ers for years. So that was already a given.
Yeah.
But second round, Debo
it wasn't
needed him too, though.
Yeah.
And there was,
Yeah,
and also there was nobody in the draft this year. Last year, wait, I just want one question. Last year, who was it the Colts picked up? McGlinchey's teammate.
Nelson.
Yeah. See,
Nelson.
He's legit. You do pick him up in the first round. I don't know if anybody was as good as him this year, though, in the first round. So.
Yeah, I think they were. They just didn't get the publicity.
Maybe.
You know,
we should hear about him soon then.
Yeah, but you'll see. But I just think we should have addressed the O-line than going with the popular pick, Nick Bosa, because you need to protect your quarterback. And I remember a few years ago when the Dallas Cowboys picked the offensive line when everybody thought they were going to pick the quarterback from Texas A&M, and
Manziel.
They went with a center. They went with Manziel. They went with a center. They went with a guard.
But remember,
and it ended up working out.
Yeah, they did. They had to talk Jerry Jones out of that, though, because he was still going for him.
So it ended up working out for him. But you have to do what's You have to do what's necessary for your team, and not what's popular, because they got the edge rusher, but
true.
And Charles, that's not what they needed.
Charles, I'll tell you what happened. See, the 49ers were delighted that they had all their offensive linemen staying together. And because, a lot of times with offensive lines, it's amount of time put in together, right? So they figured they had their offensive line. And they may pick up a couple of guys in the later rounds.
Yeah.
But what was priority one is what's been priority one probably for about 4 years now. They needed premier edge rusher. So it was going to be Bosa no matter what. They figured that the offensive line was probably set. But the real problem with that offensive line may not be as much. Joe Staley might be fine. But we need a center. Weston Richburg right now, if he comes back, we may see a difference. I'm hoping so.
Man, we need a center. We need another guard. I think we need another right guard. We need a center and a right guard. But these holes they were hoping to address with Coleman, but he went out.
Yeah.
And with
he was going to be the edge or tackle. Yeah. And there's Joshua Garnett. Will he please? I know he can play better than what we're seeing. You know what? Maybe next week they play him. Otherwise, Garnett is better than Mike Person. If he would just go do it. Charles, we got to go though.
And I got one more thing.
Real quick.
I said a few weeks ago when I called in about number 18, Pettis. Pettis, I was telling you how, his blue hair and his love for cats and his, and
in other words, your question is toughness.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. You know what?
Toughness and those traits. He's not a number one, number two receiver, man. He's gonna be number 3 and number 4 at best. And I'm telling you, if he's gonna make the team because of where he was drafted. But I'm telling you, next year, if he doesn't improve, he's gonna be out. And between Bourne and number 81,
Jordan Matthews,
number 81, he's Jordan Matthews. Jordan Matthews gonna win, man.
A lot of people think so. I'm hoping Kendrick wins. I got to think about Kendrick. Charles, we really got to go. It's late. Before it gets too late, we can't get nobody else in here. So, fam, appreciate you, Charles. We haven't heard from you in a long time. Get back in tomorrow. We'll get in here a little earlier, okay?
Okay, I'm going to try to.
All right, Charles. Be looking for you. Have a good night.
All right. Love you, Ronbo.
Thanks, fam. Love you back. Night. Well, it's a big show. Show. I won't finish that song because I know you've got plenty you got to say. And you never were not against Jimmy G. So I got nothing to say.
Oh, never.
And
no.
But I do want to say, did you notice my boy J-Dub came in and played like he hasn't missed a beat in months?
I will give him props tonight. I was excited to see him step it up and come back to form. You know what I mean? Because the collarbone is no joke. My dad played baseball in high school and broke his collarbone diving to catch a ball.
Ooh.
And he never played baseball again. So that's no joke. That type of injury, you know what I mean? It's not tough to come back. It's tough to come back from.
Did he have to have surgically repaired? Or just...
Yeah, he had surgery on it. Yeah.
You know, because I'm thinking it depends on the doctor. I don't know how these guys come back.
That's when he decided. Yeah, that's when he decided not to play sports ever anymore. So that's why Andrew Luck retired tonight, because he took so much. There's only so many hits you can take. You know what I mean? He actually had a kidney issue, I believe, from taking so many shots below the waist, and started peeing blood for the longest time. You know what I mean? Like that's
I've had that
nothing to joke
experience.
about. Your
I've had that experience.
Your health and your life comes before football. You know. And that brings me to my next point. Andrew Luck proved tonight why I always talk about it's the name on the front and not the name on the back. You know what I mean? Because anything can happen.
Anytime. It's a violent game.
You know, to your favorite player, and that includes Jordan Matthews. He's not my favorite player, by the way. I basically just think he has a better upside and more skills than certain players on our team.
You don't want to call any names, right?
Kendrick Bourne.
Because Dre says, "Don't hold back. Say what's on your mind." So there, he's better than Kendrick. Okay, go ahead.
I'm not going to take anything away from Kendrick. I think he's a good player and everything, but his inconsistency and his that's what Kyle's going to look at in the film room. Like, he's going to look at those drop. Yes, he's made good splash plays here and there every now and then, but he's also going to look and take into consideration those third down drop passes that are going to affect whether or not he decides of keeping him on this team or not.
Sure.
You can't drop those third down passes.
So I just have one question, though, I wish you'd address. Listen, why didn't Jordan Matthews get more opportunities to drop passes? Why did Kyle not play him very often? I don't understand. Can you shed some light on that?
He actually, Russo pointed this out last week, he was contributing on special teams. And he was rotating him in and out with flares. I think people overreacted to why he didn't play with the ones tonight, because he switched it up this week. He actually played with the ones last week against Denver, and he contributed onto special teams last week. And this week he switched it up with Kendrick Bourne, and Kendrick Bourne started with the ones, and Kendrick played all 4 quarters this dress rehearsal game. And that's not a good sign if you're trying to make this team. If you play all 4 quarters in a dress rehearsal team, Dre was partially right of Kyle showing that the ones that we're playing tonight are all logs. But if you play 4 quarters, I think that's not really, honestly, there's nothing more I could say than other than that's not good news. There's no other way around. There's no other way of explaining it. And Dante, as far as Dante Pettis goes, playing all 4 quarters, I think that's Kyle giving Dante, lighting a little fire under his ass.
Oh,
you know what I mean? To step it up. So, he's not going anywhere.
No. But, you just wonder, Dante, take this seriously, will you? I mean, you don't have to go all out on every play during preseason, but come on, man.
And I've brought this up before. Like, I seriously think he's got some major head issues going on in his head. He's not taking football. It doesn't look like he's taking football seriously, and it's
right.
It's and his comments
one of the things he likes to do.
He doesn't want to be a number one. You want to be a number one? Are you kidding?
Yes.
Come on, you have to have that attitude to be the number one player.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's what Debo and Jalen Hurd both showed. They fought like dogs.
You can
to
see
prove
it
to Kyle that they want to be that number one receiver on his team.
Man, check this. Kendrick ain't play all 4 quarters, man. He played the first. Man, look, I watched the whole game, bro. Hey, Big Show, just let me say this real quick.
Guys.
He played the first and second quarter. He didn't play none of the third quarter, and then in the fourth quarter, he came in and played 8 straight snaps. That's what happened. He didn't play. It's just like Dante Pettis came in and played in the fourth quarter, and Debo came in and rotated in the fourth quarter. But Kendrick didn't play all 4 quarters, bro. And if he did, I bet you $100 right now you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep that right.
We're going back, guys.
Matthews is trash.
Go back into the tape, guys. Show one closing moment. Go ahead. one more thing because we got to go.
Yeah,
it's a late night.
Matt Miyoko broke this tonight, actually, that Kyle Shanahan plans on keeping 3 quarterbacks on the team. So that's cemented right there.
All right, stop that speculation.
CJ's going nowhere. CJ's going nowhere. Nick's going nowhere, and
Spade is out of here
because that'll be decided on the 53 cut day, like the 53 final roster day.
All right.
You know, that's what he was pointing out too. So
all right. Good news, show.
Yeah, and
good looking out too.
He also said about Jordan Matthews. Kyle said about Jordan Matthews that he helps you win, and that should be a telling sign right there.
Wait. He said what about Jordan Matthews? Oh, he helps you win. He said that days ago. That's not new news. All right.
Yeah, that's I know. I was trying to bring this up earlier,
all you need to hear. Show.
I got interrupted, and
so you got to get interrupted now too. We got to go. It's too late. I'll see you tomorrow.
Right.
Okay.
You all have a good night. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to the CNC family, Dre, everybody. You all have a good night and take care.
He always has a way to get it, and then he just twists it around. Hey, Phil. So, Phil, it's so nice to hear from Phil.
How do I follow all that up?
Yeah, because I'm glad you called in just right now, because Show always comes in and he sticks it with a hot, and then he sort of just rolls it around. And I mean, he's nice and polite, being nasty and rude. He's the only guy I know that can do that. But Phil, shed some light on this.
All right. First of all, I want to speak to all those Joe Staley haters out there. Get a grip on life.
Yes.
Because Joe Staley was the 3rd highest rated tackle on Pro Football Focus last year. He's not bad.
No.
Fred Clark is a beast.
Yeah.
Okay?
And Bradley Chubb is too, to be fair.
He sacked Jimmy once.
Yeah. Oh.
Get a grip.
Phil, you know what? And I'm one of the guys that's been complaining. All I want for Joe to do, though, is to fall down, do something, trip these guys up. I just hate when they carry Joe several yards and then they grab Jimmy. And I want to say, I'm yelling at Jimmy. I want to, Jimmy, here they come. He's bringing Joe with him. Jimmy, run! Dang. Oh.
Joe's got to go up against the best pass rusher on every team.
Yeah. So Joe's pacing himself. And he didn't hit Jimmy hard, so I'm okay.
No, they didn't hit him hard.
Yeah.
The other thing I want to state is Pearson had a good game.
He always does.
The guy from Kansas City across from him, what's his name?
Never touched him.
Something.
Yeah.
Never came in. He had a lot of sacks last year, and he handled him. The only thing he did was knock down a pass from Jimmy G on a 4th down play, which I kind of didn't like the play call, but because it's the same pass that he got passes knocked down before.
Yeah.
But anyway, and Pettis ain't going nowhere.
No, we're just joking about Dante. We just wish he'd be a little tougher and be a little more aggressive and act like you feel like you're a number one guy. You can't see that in his body language or anything like that. You see him being content, just helping the team out. I want him to want to be the man.
The other thing is, on CJ, I think it's a mistake to keep 3 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Because that's going to take away a spot from someone else.
Yeah. We could have a 7th wide receiver. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also in favor of cutting Malcolm Smith, saving the cap space.
Yes.
And
the
keeping
space.
6 linebackers and keep an extra wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
But
you'd rather keep CJ.
Richie James or someone like that.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is you might be able to cut CJ Beathard and put him on the practice squad.
Because nobody's going to bother him. Yeah.
There's waivers. Nobody's going to pick him up.
Yeah.
Come on, everybody's set with their quarterbacks pretty much.
And Kyle knows that.
So, yeah. And the other thing is between Bourne and Matthews, if it's a tie, you go with Bourne.
Yeah.
Because Matthews is an extra $1 million on the cap.
Yeah. And he doesn't bring that much more. Phil,
No.
do you see him bringing that much more than Kendrick has? I don't see it.
No, I think they're similar, And you've also got Jalen Hurd that didn't play at all.
Right.
That's going to be your red zone guy.
Yeah.
So.
And you got Kittle.
You've got that covered.
Yeah. And Kendrick's very good in the red zone. So,
And also, I think they're going to keep Trent Taylor. Shanahan.
Oh, no doubt about it. Yeah. I mean, Wes
and
Welker
plus
would be
he's got
pissed.
great hands back there for the punt return. He's a solid guy. If his foot heals right, he's going to make the team.
Yeah. And if it
The other
doesn't right
thing is,
next year, you might think about doing something with it. But right this year, you give him a chance because Jimmy's favorite target up until he got hurt, or until a foot screw.
yeah. You know, and the other thing is, I don't think Mahomes runs away from D Ford or Nick Bosa. I know there's been a lot of people saying that. You said it tonight. But if we had our two best pass rushers in there, it's a different ballgame.
Yeah, I think so too. That hole in the middle, it would have been a whole different situation, pretty sure.
Well, you move Solomon Thomas inside.
Yeah.
I thought Solomon Thomas played pretty well last week.
He did. Last week and this week. He's coming around.
And, you know, he got caught up on that play trying to cover a running back, but that wasn't his fault.
No.
You know, that was
He was helping out.
That was
In fact,
someone else's responsibility.
That was our box safety, and I don't know what happened there. Kowalski was late. I guess he took a Hail Mary shot and missed. And there was Solomon T.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing the camera caught.
Somebody missed an assignment there.
Yeah.
Somebody missed an assignment. They'll go over it in the film, but you know, that's. And the other thing with Witherspoon, I'm nervous about the guy. I thought Mosley had a really good game, but he's not playing against one of the best wide receivers in the league, right? So, you got to consider that, but he just plays too far off. Yeah. He's not physical, and he doesn't cut back to the ball quicker. I mean,
he's not jumping routes. His reflexes are a little slow. And he's got loose hips. That play that he got, I thought, he's too. Phil, one question because we got to go. But listen, is CJ eligible for the practice squad?
Yeah, if you cut him.
Okay.
If you cut him and he clears waivers.
Well, right.
I mean, you can sign anybody to anywhere if they're, sitting on the sidelines. Nobody picks them up.
I thought certain players after a while they can't go, not eligible for the practice squad. But okay, Phil, we're gonna go.
No, there's some players you can put directly on the practice squad, and there's some players that you can't.
You got to go through waivers first. All right, Phil, we really got to go because it's getting late night, and we got a bunch of people who want to say something.
I'm going
to look for you tomorrow.
I understand, but get off Joe Staley.
Promise. I'm done.
Oh, and Mitch Wish, 60-yard punt, out of bounds on the 3-yard line.
No, I saw that. Not enough was said about that. All right, Phil. Have a good night.
Take care. Bye.
You too. Night. All right, that's it. I'm done talking about Joe. I am. I quit. If you want to talk about him, that's you. I'm not saying anything. Russo!
Hello, Ronbo.
Russo, And if anything you want to talk about, I'm not referring. Phil and David have made me realize I have no right to talk about a Pro Bowler, a multiple Pro Bowler like Joe Staley, and I quit. But otherwise, Jimmy G, I'm so glad to see he's looking more like Jimmy G. My boy J-Dub came in and did a decent job all over the field. Russo, I know that does not sit well with you.
No, you think I like? It's like it's funny because like when I give my take on something, I want everyone to understand that I would accept anybody on this team. I don't hate anybody on this team except for one person. No, I just hate Malcolm Smith. That's it. Everybody else
is okay.
And hate's a strong word. I don't hate Malcolm Smith. Actually, I take that back. I just don't want him on.
Don't want him on the team. I know what you mean. And that's a roster spot somebody else could take.
I have no problem with taking the team. Yeah. But when I give my take on what I think, I'm not basing it off of what I want. I'm basing it off of the information I have at hand and the most educated guess that I can make to it. So I've been watching football a long time. So when I watch a dress rehearsal preseason game and I watch an entire team play the first half and there's players that don't go on the field the whole first half, there's a very good chance they're not making the team.
And where's Daniel Andre? I don't see him in the chat. Did you write him out?
Documented facts.
Yes.
You can look. Everything has been documented for since the early 1900s when whenever the hell football started. And you can look at every single person who tried out for every team.
Russo,
who was on the 90-man roster and who made the 53-man roster.
Russo, something going on here. Yeah, okay. Now your voice was like cracking out.
Sorry.
I did hear that part. It's pretty funny though. Russo's went back in the history of football to come up with that statement, which I really enjoy. You go back to 1900, the beginning of NFL, and players that didn't play in the first half pretty much can say goodbye right now. Clean out that locker. There's no point in waiting another week.
And then here's the other thing. Trent Taylor was inactive, and Jalen Hurd did not play. And Jordan Matthews still did not play in the first half. I saw Kendrick Bourne on the first drive, and I saw Richie James making a play on the second drive. And I saw Dante Pettis, I saw Debo, I saw Goodwin, and I did not see Jordan Matthews until the second half. And I got people trying to tell me he's such a lock. He didn't play in the first half.
I don't see him being a
lock. Just play with the
lock.
backup because Kyle already knows what he has in him. Come on, use your brain.
And you're not going to be out there with Jimmy G, then how are you a first stringer, right?
Exactly. Now, whether or not he makes here's the deal with Jordan Matthews' contract, and people need to stop saying that. Look at his contract. His contract is guaranteed. He's making the team. He's guaranteed $300,000, and he gets a game check for every game he plays. Every week he's on the roster, he gets paid the balance of his salary per game. So what I actually think could happen.
Russo, that was an interesting point you just made there. I hadn't thought about that. He gets a game check for every game. Well, he hasn't played every. Did he play last week at all?
No. I'm talking regular season. He's getting $300,000 for all his preseason and all his training camp and OTAs. He's getting a $300,000 check. So what I think could happen is if Trent Taylor is unavailable for the first 3 games, it's possible we keep Jordan Matthews for 3 games, pay him for 3 games, and then we cut him when we activate Trent Taylor. That is a very strong possibility. So if come week 1 he makes the team, and everyone's like, I told you he was making the team, do not be surprised if he's not on the roster come week 5. That's all I'm saying.
You said plenty.
Okay.
And Dr. Rich says we are some Matthew haters.
Yeah, and I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater on Jordan Matthews. I don't see him making the team over certain players. There's 5 guys that I think we can all agree are on this roster. Unless Pettis or Goodwin gets traded, which is extremely unlikely, those are the only 2 guys that we are trading. If somehow, some way we made a trade. And I really don't think there's any reason to trade either one of those 2. But those are the only 2 possible trades. We're not trading Debo. We're not trading Hurd. And Trent Taylor has no trade value. He doesn't. He's been hurt his entire career.
Yeah.
He has value to us.
Yeah. And not now anyway.
So,
not at this moment. They can't trade him now.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to take him anyway.
So if those 2 don't get traded, which I would say there is less than a 1% chance either one of those guys get traded, and even less on Dante Pettis, I could see maybe keeping a 7th guy, and the only guy who really makes sense because of the way his contract is structured is Jordan Matthews. Now, if they want to do something with Kendrick Bourne and keep him on the team, he's just going to be inactive. There's no game day spot for him. I don't see a game day spot for him at this point because you're going to keep Pettis, you're going to keep Debo, you're going to keep Hurd, you're going to keep Taylor, and you're going to keep Goodwin active. And Kyle only activates 5 wide receivers on game day. So it doesn't matter how many make the team. You can put 27 wide receivers on our team. He's only activating 5 on game day.
And you know what? You already know who the 5 are going to be, too. That means if Jordan Matthews makes his team, it's not a good thing. He's definitely... I wonder where he ranks. What's the pecking order, if you had to come up with that real quick, because we got to go. What do you think the pecking order would be?
I have Pettis and Debo. Pettis is definitely a starter, and I have Debo and Goodwin rotating on in the Y, and I have Pettis starting in the X, and then I have Hurd possibly in the slot until Trent Taylor comes back, and if not, that's Trent Taylor's job, and then you can really move Hurd anywhere, and then who do I forget?
That's your 5.
Pettis, Goodwin, Debo, Hurd. Yeah, that's the 5 right there. That's what they're doing. They're just going to rotate. Goodwin, Debo, and Pettis are going to rotate on the outside. And then Hurd and Taylor are going to rotate on the inside. And then you can just move people around. That's it.
Well, Russo, excellent observations as usual. Your razor sharp all the time. I tell you what, I'll look for you tomorrow. We got a little more time, and it's so late. So, Russo, thanks for being patient enough to get in, too. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. Shout out to you, Ronbo. Shout out to my TNT fam, Nighthawk fan club, everybody in the chat. Even the ones that are kind of annoying, I still shout out to you.
I saw you and Daniel Andre. That was pretty epic.
All right, bro.
Night, Russo. Daniel Andre, boy. If he's right, we got a problem with that. Otherwise, we're talking hardcore. And Satch, what's up, Satch? He says, Ronbo Sports, Jigga says hi. Oh, Janaya. Hey, Satch. Hi, Janaya. Thanks for that contribution, Satch. Thank you very much. Oh, man. I can't wait till next Saturday, fam. The cut is almost exciting as watching Jimmy G come back to life. I can't wait to see what happens here. Demetrius is up late night. D!
Ronbo, what's going on, bro?
Oh, just having so much fun here tonight. You know, this is a fun thing about fandom. You know, we get together, people start lying and start talking crash. And the thing is, as soon as something you said comes true, now you got bragging rights. So we got people talking right now
Oh, you already know.
about all kind of crazy stuff. But the Jimmy G crowd, there was, get rid of him, man. Start Nick Mullins. We need to trade him. Shouldn't have paid him all that much money in the first place. You know how some people don't wait.
You know how that is.
They see a dude make one mistake. Oh, he's garbage. Ball him up and throw him in the trash. See, you gotta wait.
You know how that go, Ronbo, man. One hiccup.
Did we just? Oh, yeah, no, I'm listening. I thought I lost you. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Nah, I said one hiccup, it's a wrap. You know how that go, Ronbo.
Yep.
You can't even pass gas. Wrong.
God.
But yeah,
People need to wait.
my thing, Joe Staley, man. I ain't got a gripe with Joe Staley, but I said this like last year, Ronbo, like before the draft, like before this year's draft, I was like, we need to go get a left tackle because Joe Staley getting old out there. He gonna start to deteriorate. But it's just preseason. Know what I mean? He's a vet.
We gotta
You could tell the other dudes is going real hard, and he just like
cruising.
He ain't even got his foot on the gas pedal. He in cruise control right now.
Yeah.
So I just think he's playing not to get hurt. Know what I mean? I think he's gonna
Could
be
be,
okay.
actually.
I think him and Clark had an agreement. Like, I'm gonna let you get Jimmy on this one. He needs to get roughed up a little bit.
and he didn't rough him up too hard. He grabbed him kind of nice and drug him down. It wasn't no body slam and quick hit from 30 miles an hour from 40 yards. You're right. You know.
These are the conversations I'll be wondering if that they be having. Like, you know what I mean?
It's like the WWE.
And what happened after that?
You know,
It woke
they be
him up.
talking before their matches. Yeah, you know.
I mean, it woke my man up. It woke Jimmy up. Jimmy had a good game, man. He balled out.
Yeah,
Like,
didn't
we
bother him.
expected, you know
Got
what I
up, kept right on working. So, you know.
People got to forget he's a champion, man. He got rings on. Jimmy G got a couple of rings, I believe. Right?
Yeah, he was with this. He got one that first year we got him when they won. He got a ring for that he got Super Bowl monies because he was with the team at a certain point in the season. I think a halfway mark, and that's all it takes. So whatever the team gets that year, well, you get some too. So yeah.
So Jimmy knows. That's why, like, I wasn't stressing it too much because it's preseason. He knows how to win. Like,
Yes.
he's coming from that tradition. to
Yes, that's what I like about him.
People forget that.
Pedigree.
People
That's
forget
right.
that.
Yeah.
So you think? I don't know, man. People must like they live in space and all that. Like, you think like Tom Brady didn't reach out to him? Like, you think Belichick probably didn't reach out to him?
I heard he was talking to
he
Belichick
didn't
after every
reach out.
game. Every game that
You know
2017
what I mean?
season, him and Belichick were talking constantly.
So I'm quite sure Belichick knows how to pick apart well, I was gonna call him KFC. You might as well call him that because that chicken tonight. You dig, Ronbo?
Yes.
You know what I mean? KC.
No.
So I know how he knows how to handle them, and he came out and had a better game to me. So in my mind, I'm like, yo, Tom Brady. He spoke to Tom Brady and Belichick.
You know, especially Belichick. Okay, that's not what I
Yes,
taught
sir.
you. And all I want you to do is go out there and just beat Jimmy Garoppolo. That's all you got to do. That's all I've got to say. Right?
Yeah,
You
man.
do all
He
right.
looked confident
You know.
tonight, man. He looked confident. Looked
Yeah, he did.
good. You know what I mean? So that's all I got, man. Other than that, Joe Staley, he gonna get it together. Like, we all gonna get it together. And people better stop leaving KB out the bunch of the receivers, man. Come on, man. Leave my
Russo
man
just
alone,
pointed
man.
out
He
something that's
fought-
kind of scary, though. 5 guys are going to suit up.
Yeah.
What KB, if he makes the team, and I hope he does, what could end up happening is the rookies are going to get some burn, but there's going to be times when the rookies don't get burned. And if Kyle thinks that KB would be good for a certain situation because he knows all the defenders and all the cornerbacks and all that stuff, right? And he knows who KB can smoke. I think it could also go on that as well, matchups, because Kyle loves him some matchups. So.
Yo, but I keep saying this though, Ronbo. Kyle Shanahan trusts Kendrick Bourne. To me, it looked like he's trying to work him into the ones. Like he wants this man to succeed. Like until I see other, KB ain't going nowhere. I bet a Kendrick Bourne jersey. He ain't going nowhere.
Well, that's serious.
I want to put money up on that.
And let me run this by you. Here's a thought. If Dante, and I have a feeling Dante's going to improve as the season goes, I'm going to tell you, if I had a choice between Dante and Kendrick on certain plays and teams, I might say, Dante, I'm going to go ahead and not dress you this week. I'm going to go with Kendrick. Because I want Pettis to know, listen, do what you do, dominate. You have the ability, go do it. Otherwise, Dante, I'm serious, man. I need you to beat Dante Pettis. I'm going with Kendrick and see what that works.
I know we got to go, Ronbo, but I know, like, if you look at this whole preseason so far, like, Coach been calling Kendrick Bourne's number. He ain't really been looking for Pettis.
I know.
So to me, that shows me Kendrick Bourne is out playing Pettis in practice, doing his thing in practice. And Kyle Shanahan said something the other day. Yes, it's physical and mental, but yeah, for most receivers, it's more physical. They can't handle the physical aspect of it. So to me, I automatically throw the Pettis.
Damn. All right.
He said, yeah, it's a challenge for some dudes like that.
Got to do it.
But he said, yeah, it's both.
Go and get your rest, Demetrius, because I'm gonna keep working at East Coast. Because I know it's late out there, but y'all up in the wee hours.
Yeah, I'm folding laundry right now, man.
Look at you. All right, fam. Let me see you tomorrow.
All right, have a blessed night, man.
Yes, you too. Right. Thanks, Demetrius. Night.
No doubt, bro.
Yeah. And the area code 956. Hello. 956. Hello. 956 area code. Hey. Da-dum, da-dum, boom, boom. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Rico Suave. Rico!
What's up, Ronbo? Can you hear me?
Rico, I can hear you loud and clear, man. You know what's going on. 49ers?
Yeah. I got these new headsets, so I'm just making sure you hear me. But what you were saying?
Yeah, clearly, man. I'm telling you, man. You coming right through. Can you hear me? You can hear me okay, right?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly fine, yeah.
Yeah, we're just talking about Jimmy G because everybody's waiting to see what Jimmy G was going to show up today. And looks like the real Jimmy G is back. Yeah.
Well, I got one thing to say, or a couple things to say. He's back!
Poltergeist.
For all them haters, for all the motherfuckers that were talking shit. Oh, 5 interceptions in the practice. And he had 1 and almost 2 in it. Come on, man. You gotta understand, man. He was rusty. No disrespect to him, but of course he was rusty coming off from an ACL.
I mean, 11 months of no play, knee injury. Come on.
Hey, bro, Ronbo, he's got to get the feel back for you. Feel me? Like you see, oh my God, Matt Breida. Woo!
Hey, Matty B, man.
Nice.
That's the most exciting running back we've had in a long time. Since Frank, actually. Matty B is just, that's the sweetest. I love to watch him run. Man.
Yeah. Shout out to my favorite wide receiver on the 49ers though, Debo. He's a beast.
Yeah,
I love
man. Debo's.
I like a lot of players, but Debo is my favorite. I was telling Dre, I asked Dre, I'm like, yo, who would you pick, Dre? Debo or Hurd? He was like, that's a tough one, man. But it's a tough question, man. I like them both, but Debo's my man. I love Debo.
I couldn't even make that choice. You know what? You're right, though. I like both of them right now pretty much equally. Jalen Hurd has just got, I better understand, is a beast. And Debo.
Yeah, he's taller.
He's also
bigger,
a beast.
He was a running back, so it's a lot of things. But then Debo could do the same thing. Debo could return the ball. He can cut around the corner and take it to 50, 60, 70 yards. Like, he's a beast, man. But yeah. But real quick, I got something to say to you real quick, right? So spoon plus trash bag equals what? Trash can, right?
Oh, no.
I knew you would.
That's gold.
Oh, man.
I don't know.
Throw the spoon in the garbage. No, let me stop. But yeah, he was terrible today. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, Jimmy Spoon, he seems to he's around Richard Sherman, and I don't know. He's just not. He has moments, and then he has these other moments. I don't know about it. Wow, I don't know what to say. Let's
Ronbo, how you feel about it? I mean, I know it's only preseason, but how you feel, man? We 3-0 going into our house next week. We should win that game. That'll be 4-0. I think Big Show or somebody was like, "Oh, I think that's like bad luck." You know what I mean? Going.
No, I had the same feeling.
Our team
going 4-0 in the
team
preseason.
looks good, man.
They do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, hopefully, it's just a myth. I mean, I think the Seahawks went 4-0 in their Super Bowl year, so it's not like the Madden curse or anything.
No, but we don't want to start that neither.
Yeah, you talk these things into existence. I know.
But it does. But it feels good though. It feels great. You know what I mean? It feels really good. Real quick, that caller that you had calling in, his name is I think Russo. He don't know what the
Russo
fuck
just called in a little while ago. Yeah, made a lot of sense.
He don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Now, let me try. That's my boy, man. I told Russo, I hit him up and I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Wait, if I get on, I'm gonna get you." He's like, "What?" That's my boy, man. Hey, straight facts, man. Fire, man. Straight facts.
I know. He brings things to light sometimes, and sometimes you don't even get into that mind frame. And I said, "Damn, I hadn't thought about the 5 guys who are gonna suit up. Who's going to be those 5 guys on a regular basis?"
But shout out to all the callers, man. You know, all of them, man. TNT family, everybody, man. But how's your night going, man?
Oh, fabulous. All I need to do is a 49er win, and I'm cool. If they would have lost in the second half, I'd have been fine too, though, because they won the first half, you know. Robbie Gould comes out there and puts us ahead. But, that's, Kansas City can say, "Man, but Patrick sat down before the first half was over." That's not our fault.
Doesn't matter.
First half versus first half. Yeah.
It doesn't matter, man. But I know you got a couple other callers and stuff. So real quick, I'm a real short. I'm a shout out first and foremost to you. God bless you and your family. Thank you for everything you do and the platform you provide for us. The Nighthawk fan club, they all know who they are. The TNT family, they all know who they are. And all the empires all over the world. And real quick, right? No matter the empire, no matter the group, no matter the state, the city, just remember, man, we're all one. Niner faithfuls. You know what I mean? We all one. Doesn't matter if you in TNT, if you in Nighthawk, if you in this club, if you in this empire, bro. We all one. You know what I'm saying? So Niner faithful. Shout out to all of y'all. I love you all. You know how I do. Niners! Fuck the other team. Throw hurt a little bit, so I couldn't break my old record of 40 seconds. So I'm gonna just cut it short.
Please. There we go.
Shout out to everybody.
Appreciate you, fam.
love y'all, man. Nice.
Hey, love you back, fam. Have a good night. And it's the man of fresh perspective, Jerry Fresh. And remember, it's PHRESH. Click on his name, get you some fresh perspective. Jerry's got a great channel going. And Jerry, thank you so much. Jerry's he's promoting, he says, keep that excitement going, Niner Empire. Jerry, thanks, fam. And speaking of Nighthawk, let us go to the Nighthawk. Nighthawk. Wait, he turns his speaker up now so I can't hear him. Nighthawk! Nighthawk, where you at, man? Nighthawk! Oh! Well, it's getting late. It's since day one.
Ronbo.
Day one. Sup?
Ronbo. Can you hear this, Ronbo?
I can hear you. I heard some. Since day one. Okay, go ahead.
I had a bad fucking day, Ronbo.
How come?
I had a bad fucking day, Rob.
What caused you to have a bad day? Did you? Well, you weren't one of the people who didn't believe in Jimmy Garoppolo.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Go ahead. You said you had a bad day, and
I'm barely watching the fucking game right now, Ronbo.
okay.
I don't want to hear it.
What?
I don't want to. I done already heard it. I done already been there. I seen what we did. I heard what we did, but I haven't seen it. I'm about to watch it. I'm watching it right now. The game barely came on at 10. But besides that, Romo, I want to touch another base real quick, Romo. There's a lot of times when I'm right here waiting. You know, we wait patient. You know, we got the waiting line. You know, we do that. We wait patient. We wait respectfully. We hold our peace and everything. Sometimes someone else is saying some bullshit.
I take it as something you didn't agree with. Go ahead.
But we don't go on and jump in out of respect. We don't go on and do that.
Well, yeah, it causes chaos. Right, go ahead.
No, I see you. I see you let that slide. If that's cool, then I could be sliding in every night, Ronbo.
No. Since day one, when that happens on occasion, we want to keep it orderly, or else it turns into a big mess. Nobody can hear anything. But what do you think of there?
Nah, but like I said, I mean, I see that. I mean, like, so I'm like, it throws me off sometimes.
Well,
but besides that, you know,
it's not something we condone. It's something we try to keep under control. Right.
All right, Ronbo. I hear you, the man. You're the genie. You're the genie with the lamp. Yeah. Besides that, Ronbo, I want to switch things up. Every night we call in. Everybody calls in. You get everybody's take. And you touch into everyone else's feelings. Tonight, I want to touch into how you feel, Ronbo. I want to see how you feel. What you got going on, Ronbo? How do you feel, my boy? How do you feel about our first series, our second series, our third series? What do you think? What stood out to you?
And you must be talking about the first quarter.
What's on your mind?
You're talking about the first quarter, right? Yeah, no, but since they went, I already stated my case. I mean, I know how I feel. I'm happy to see that Jimmy G looks like he's recovered, and he's on the road to getting back to the 100% Jimmy G. I enjoyed the fact that the defense pretty much contained, and said they made a couple of mistakes, but that is the best offense probably in the NFL, right? Actually, at the moment. So if we kept them down to 17 points, yeah.
Hypothetically, we're speaking hypothetically. Right?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying stats-wise mostly. I mean, the 49ers, we kept them down to last year we played the Kansas City Chiefs. They scored like how many? They scored on every possession, right? So even though it's vanilla offense, even though it's vanilla offense, we still contained them because they still got that high-flying offense.
We did. No, yeah, but we did do good though, right? For keeping them 10 points.
Yeah, for sure.
That was
and
not
we
bad.
scored
That was
instead
not
of taking. Yeah, and last year we didn't score in the first half. Remember, we didn't start playing against Kansas City until the second half. So yeah, overall, I thought it was a good effort.
Yeah. Last year was hectic. That's out of world. Yeah, no, yeah, it was different. It was different. Kind of like right there, it was different from the last year experience that we had.
Well, since we only got a couple of minutes, you give me some take here because we're gonna have to cut back here in a second. It's late night. We're trying to get all over the place.
All right, Ronbo.
But go ahead. What else?
Since you insist, I'm gonna just be real. I mean, I wasn't really. I mean, I'm not disappointed. I'm not overexcited. But one thing I am happy about out of this whole game is that we have no big injuries. That's the only thing I care about. We went out there, we balled out, we did what we had to do. We played tart, we fucked up a little bit. That's cool.
Not a little
learn
bit.
from it. That's one thing. Yeah.
Gosh.
Not a little bit, but yeah. That's one thing we got to learn. It's not about big hits. It's about angles. Angles, just get him down. Yeah. So he's gonna learn from that. And that's all I gotta say. Is, I'm glad that we got out of there healthy. We got out of there healthy, and we got out of there with reinstating the confidence that Jimmy G needs.
Yes.
And And like I said, I heard what he did already and everything, but I'm about to rewatch the run of the game. Barry started again on the rerun.
Go get it, man.
I fucking, man, like I said, I left. I went to go eat at Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings wasn't even showing the fucking game. I was, what the fuck, Ronbo? Buffalo Wild Wings, they weren't even showing it, man. I was so upset. My brother was looking at me, took me out to eat for my birthday dinner.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck, they ain't even showing the game. And he's like, fuck. I was so upset, Ronbo.
But
yeah,
you're going to go see the game now. You'll love it. All right, fam. I really got to go. Let me see you tomorrow, okay?
All right, Ronbo. Thanks again. Thanks for the platform. Thanks for the time. Taking my call. Niner Empire, stay faithful, stay loyal, stay up. Trust the system. Trust the status. Trust the process. Keep on doing what you guys are doing. Thanks, Ronbo. Have a good night.
Thanks, fam. My pleasure. Have a good night. All right. This is thing one.
You too, Ronbo.
Yeah. And we move quickly. We go to Marin. Mike.
Ronbo, what's happening tonight?
Mike, it's a mix. It's a potpourri of everything you could think of regarding the 49ers. And I see on the chat, I see a couple guys still trading Jimmy G. You know, I have a feeling some of these people on the chat are not 49er fans, so I'm going to pay that no attention. I've heard enough now. I'm done talking about Joe. Joe knows what he's doing. There's no point in bothering him. And I'm just delighted Jimmy G is back in the saddle again. I feel like singing Gene Autry songs for him. I'm back in the saddle again. Mike, jump on in there, man. What's on your mind?
Yeah, Ronbo. It was kind of fun to watch that game tonight. I'm not here to talk about Kansas City, but I do want to say Patrick Mahomes he's the baddest in the land, man.
Oh, he's tough.
But let's get away from that. But I want to talk about some of the Niners that stood out to me tonight. First of all, can we please put to rest, I don't even know who brought it up the other night, something about Raheem Mostert being better than Matt Breida. Please stop. I mean, that is absolutely ridiculous when he said it. And Matty B came out and did his thing in this game. And now you see this is what Matty B is. And has he been fighting injuries? Yes, he has. But let me tell you, every player out there is one play away from that injury, man. And so Matty B did his thing. I was so proud of him. I love that guy.
God, he looked good tonight.
Richie James has made this football team. He's on this football team. There's no way he's not on this football team.
You can't let a guy work that hard and do that well and cut him, right?
Right. No, he's been consistent, Rombo. That's the thing about Richie James. He has not been inconsistent. He's been consistent, and he's catching the football. He's making some plays, some yards after the catch, and he's getting it done. So I like that. And the linebackers were great to see out there. Fred Warner and Quan Alexander, I thought they were both, man, they were on fire. I thought they were playing with their hair on fire.
They were all over
I like
the
that.
place. Man.
So, yeah, they were running around doing their thing. That was great to see. And the punter, I think we're going to be talking about this guy every week.
Records.
I mean,
records.
He kicked that football from like his 25-yard line, and it landed on their 3-yard line.
And bounced harmlessly out of bounds.
And did you see the other punt? He punted it from the 10-yard line, and it landed on their 20. The guy caught it at their 27-yard line. So that's like a 63-yard punt, but they got a 10-yard penalty on that play.
Oh, and I hope Kyle whips whoever does that. Whoever did that needs whipping. I mean, we're doing all this and getting everything done. Don't do things to get us a flag. Because that was beautifully placed.
Ronbo, another player that I want to put on I want to give him a little gold star tonight. His name is Jimmie Ward. I thought he did all right, Ronbo.
I know. Yeah, no, you're not one of the guys that let all the air out of the tires of the J-Dub bus. But, let's see what he looks like in the season. I tell you, Mike, he can play. It's just that he can't stay out there and play. But other than that, that's why I says, guys, he can play, okay? I mean, he may get hurt, but that guy can play. So, yeah.
He was playing just fine tonight. He was sticking his nose in there. In fact, he made me nervous on that one where he I can't remember if it was a quarterback he was tackling, but he laid himself out. He dove.
Yeah, that was Mahomes.
He was diving into. He was diving into the grass, and I was thinking about what happened in training camp to him, man. And I was like, oh no.
He's got pads on this time, though, Mike. Yeah, like training camp, Jimmy forgot he didn't have pads on. And here's the thing about Jimmy: he only knows one way to play. He said that. I guess people ask about that, I was like, I only know one way to go. I only know one way to play. And from that point on, he was my guy. I said, you know what? He gives his body on every play. He doesn't concern himself with the circumstances. He's just there to do his job, whatever it takes. He's going to get himself killed, but I still love him.
Yeah. All right, Ronbo. Well, I'll tell you, I was happy with him tonight, and I'm going to be taking tonight into consideration going forward. And
All right.
so the other thing I wanted to talk about real quick, and I know you said you're not going to talk about it anymore, but some people did come on your show tonight and talked about it, and I could not believe what I was hearing. And you guys got to stop this, man. You're talking about Joe Staley.
I knew it.
And let me tell you, man, you need to go back and you can watch this football game. Go back to the very beginning of the game and watch every snap with Joe Staley on Frank Clark, and you see what Joe Staley does to him. I mean, you're looking at a play here or a play there. Joe Staley did have a couple missed assignments or breaks, whatever you want to call them. He had a couple mistakes. Yeah. But man, go back and watch what he did. And do you know who Frank Clark is? Yes. Frank Clark is a freaking beast. Man. And what's his name last week? Bradley Chubb. I mean, is it Bradley Chubb? Bradley Chubb. Yeah. That guy is he's gonna be. You watch this year. Even Von Miller even said it himself. He said Bradley's gonna be one of the best pass rushers in the game. He said there's no reason after everything that Von Miller's seen. He said this boy's gonna tear it up this year, and he's obviously got a tremendous amount of talent. And like I said, with Staley, it was one whiff here or there. Like the one with Bradley Chubb was really ugly because it was out in space, and he went to the outside and Chubb went to the inside. It was like, whoa, how'd that happen? You know? But,
you're right. And I'm done because your underlying thing to wrap this up. Don't concern yourself with one play here and there. Staley's winning that fight all night. They may get one here and there, but Joe's going to get them 6 or 7 times, so they're one. This is a solid point, Mike. I love it. You're right.
No, you're exactly right. And if you do see something that you think, oh man, Staley sucks or whatever, go back and watch the rest of his reps and see what happens then. See if he's missing it consistently and what's happening. Because I guarantee you, with those guys talking tonight, it motivated me even more. And I went back and I started watching all of them, man. And I can't tell you, Jimmy G would not have looked like Jimmy G if it wasn't for Joe Staley. Let me tell you, Frank Clark would have been all over him, man. So just keep that in mind.
All right, Mike, and I will. I stopped 5 or 6 calls back. I'm done talking about Joe. And this just made it very clear. All right.
Right on, Ronbo. Hey, you have a great night tonight. Shout out to the Empire.
You too, Mike. Appreciate you, fam.
All right,
see you
Ronbo.
Tomorrow, okay?
Thanks.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Bye.
Yeah, Mike's right, man. As I said, we don't see anything but the plays we don't like, but you're not watching everything. We go down to George. Georgia.
Sorry, I was on mute.
Right. No. Hey, you call. Go ahead. Hi, George.
You hear me now?
Yeah, clearly.
All right. One thing I haven't heard many people say is a big shout out to Mitch Wishnowsky.
Oh.
In fact, somebody just mentioned. If you guys pay attention, all his punts, like, they're so high up, the hang time on those punts does not allow the receiver to get any yards. Look at all the punts. They always try to do jukes. They try to do everything, and they gain 1 yard at the most. Wishnowsky is going to get us a lot of good things up in the season if he stays healthy, man.
And, George, don't forget that punt from how far back? I think it was 60 yards or something crazy. Hits the 2-yard mark, inbounds, and bounces out. What kind of field position is that?
Yes, sir. And not only that, last week when he actually took that player out on the kickoff return, oh, man, he had a great tackle, too.
Nobody's complaining about that draft pick anymore.
They were that night. We all know Belichick is pretty pissed off right now.
Yeah, he was definitely
he wanted him.
Yep. Gotta know.
Now, another thing, too, is I wish D4 could have played today because I was streaming the game, and unfortunately I had to hear Kansas City Chiefs broadcasters.
I know.
But the commercials, But the commercials, Clark kept saying, "I'm the real 55." I was like, "Oh no, D Ford." Oh,
I didn't see that commercial.
Look at the commercials. Every single time the Chiefs commercial came on, they were stitching Clark's name and number, and he's like, "I'm the real 55." I was like, "Oh hell no!"
See, that's why D should have played. Man, he's good, but he doesn't pile up D Ford type stacks, and he doesn't cause that many takeaways. Boy, he needs a hush. And that's all right.
And with Staley, obviously he's older. He's not going to try to get hurt during preseason. He's going to let Jimmy fend for himself, try to get that confidence back in him if he can break out and complete a pass, as he did today. I think he did it once or twice. So it actually helps out Jimmy, and Staley is not going to force himself. But during the season, he's going to give it everything.
True. And we only saw Staley mess up once, last week and this week. Well, Staley had a couple last week. But this week, we didn't see how many times that Staley hurt Frank Clark's feelings. See, because that happened a few times, too. More times than he lost. Joe Staley wins that battle every week. If Frank gets maybe one sack, well, he missed 8 or 9 other snaps. See, and I just got a wake-up call. Mike's right. We saw him win one battle, but he's losing the majority of them. So I'm okay with that. I got to remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, and with Pettis, here's the thing. All these other receivers, the reason we see the fight in them and everything is because they've been fighting for everything they have at this point. Pettis comes from a famous family, so his dad was a baseball player, I believe. So
it was.
He everything was handed down to him. Great coaches were handed down to him, stuff like that. So obviously the motivation that these other guys have is a lot stronger than the one that Pettis has. He sees it as in, well, I'm here, I'm still good, but if it's going to cost him his job, hopefully, he can step it up and do good things, because all these receivers can do good things. Shanahan is a genius. Hey, everybody up in the coaching staff, they're all geniuses, man.
That's true. He'll be okay. It's just, with Pettis, we just want him to show a little meanness, and maybe he doesn't need to just get the job that we'll be satisfied with that. Because you're right. He's not going to be that kind of guy. George, hey, appreciate you, George. We got to go because it's getting late, and we're going to try to get a few more calls in. So, yeah.
No worries.
Appreciate you, fam.
No worries.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good one.
You too. Thanks,
For
George.
Sure. All right, have a good one. Later, Ronbo.
Night. Yeah, because, and you see this mentality. When you ever been to a fight club or ring or gym? The guys in there like, this is some tough guys and life is rough. That's why they're such good fighters. There's rage that grows in you if you grow up in a certain kind of environment. And by the time that you get in a place where you can actually express yourself, you can be dangerous. This is why Dante Pettis, what he just pointed out, is kind of interesting. And you compare the situation that Richie James grew up in. He's a survivor. Richie James should not get cut. Hey, Lewis!
Yo, what's up, Ronbo?
Hey. Lewis, man, this is like one of those triumphant nights where if you were worried about G, don't worry about him. I mean, I worried about Robbie Gould. We went through anxiety about that. Didn't know if he was going to sign or not. And we wondered if Jimmy G's knee was going to heal up. Was he going to be okay? That drama's over. Nick Bosa's the only thing that I'm concerned with right now, because I know Dre's going to be fine. And the offensive line, I figure, our center is going to return. Weston Richburg has to return, Lewis. He does. So that offensive line will look a little better. But, you still got 4 or 5 anxieties, but I think they're going to work out. We seem to be lucky this year. It's like that.
Right.
So, yeah.
Feels
What do you
like that,
think?
Ronbo. Absolutely. Oh, I'm happy, Ronbo. I don't even need to talk about Jimmy Garoppolo like I did the last time. Everybody was panicking. A lot of reports were coming out. Like one report was him being a terrible practice quarterback. Like, like I wasn't even panicking. Ronbo, to me, again, that stuff doesn't even matter to me, Ronbo. Like it's just all, just hearsay news. Like they just every reporter wants to, be heard. Every reporter wants their article read. So obviously they're going to do clickbait, or they're going to try to spice it up and say things, heavy critics on, a quarterback. I'm not concerned about Jimmy. Even if Jimmy is not 100%, he looked really good today. Whether that be Jimmy doing, Jimmy did. He had some throws on the 4-for-4 when he had some throws that were kind of like, to me, it was kind of like, what are you doing, Jimmy? Like the Pettis out route that he had. It looked like he waited on it too long, and then he lobbed it too. I guess he just wanted to make sure Pettis caught it, so Pettis got hit. But if he threw a bullet, Pettis would have just turned. He would have turned, and just ran straight out of bounds. You know what I'm saying?
Did you see Jimmy? Did you see Jimmy yelling at him though as he came back? I think there was some miscommunication on that play because Jimmy probably had to wait. Maybe Pettis was in the route at the wrong point, so Jimmy probably said, "I'm gonna float it." And by the time he gets through clowning around, the ball shouldn't be there.
But that's what happened, because when I looked at Pettis, it's like, wait, Pettis, it looked like you're supposed to already going to the sideline, but when he threw a floater, Pettis was toward the sideline, so it looked like he was supposed to be already running out as if he was going to the sideline. Yeah. But he was turned around, and that's why he got hit. So he was probably like, Pettis, what are you doing? But other than that, though, Ronbo, I'm not even talking about Garoppolo. He looked fine. He did his work. Shanahan drew the plays that he felt comfortable giving him, and he executed. That's all Shanahan could ask for. Garoppolo, made a statement today, saying, hey, I'm back. I'm here. Time's now. But that again goes to what you were talking about with Kendrick Bourne, though, about making the cut. Again, we can't have our receiver mistakes. Kendrick Bourne has been in the system for 3 years, so I think he knows his routes now. He knows how to run routes. He knows what he needs to do to get open and get separation in this scheme. So as far as Jordan Matthews, I don't know how familiar he is or how fast he could pick up the offense and what he has to do, what his X's and O's are for per play, and what he has to do for the scheme. So I feel like Kendrick Bourne maybe has that edge when it comes to time getting cut. But I know one of them will be saved because Trent Taylor is not going to be back until like week 4, 5, or 6 maybe. So with that being said, even if they decide to keep Trent Taylor because he's on IR, we could see who's performing, who's not, and then they'll decide, or maybe just keep Trent Taylor off and just IR until maybe, I don't know if the Niners cut him, but they have 90 guys right now, and they have to cut 37 by next week. So
right, that's a lot of dudes.
It's gonna be tough. God. But also, too, Ronbo, I don't like calling people out, but your last caller, I don't know what he was talking about Joe Staley taking plays off. First off, I don't care if it's a preseason game. You have your starting quarterback running first team snaps, trying to get the feel for the game. So if you're telling me you're taking it easy on and he gets sacked or hurt, that's literally the whole season again down the drain. So let's not, I understand Staley had some mess-ups. He literally faced two of the best pass rushers. Ronbo, I know you said Frank Clark ain't sacking like D Ford, but Frank Clark
I didn't say he wasn't good. He's good, though. He's definitely good.
He's good.
Yeah.
He only trails Khalil Mack in sacks, Ronbo. So he's a baller. The kid's a baller. So that just goes Joe Staley, obviously, but he's facing the best every night in, night out. So, I'm not for, bashing him, but it's like Staley, you got to keep Jimmy up. He's still trying to get his feel after coming from, his injury.
But Louis,
so
like I said, it wasn't
Uh-huh.
perfect on the night against Frank, and like you said, Frank Clark's a good player.
Right.
We only seen the mistake. We didn't see. Did you notice Frank didn't make no second visits?
Right. No, absolutely. And again,
So,
that's
yeah.
what I'm saying. That's the veteran in Joe Staley, the lockup. So, people are kind of upset because he just let Bradley Chubb come in. I guess he thought he was doing spin and he just cut him inside. I remember Von Miller hit him with that same move again when Kaepernick played, and he got wailed on. But Joe Staley's a veteran. He's all we got, and I'm gonna trust him. I know Phil said something. He was ranked third. He's actually ranked fifth out of all tackles, but that's still good for a guy who's 34, 35 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, if you're in the
He's
top
still
5.
old, reliable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then also, too, Ronbo, real quick, I know I got to go because I know you're tired. And I know you got a lot of people.
No, it's getting late, though. Okay,
I've been an advocate. Shout out to my TNT brother, Russo. But I remember on the clip, you can go look at the past videos, past Ronbo shows. He was talking. He didn't say. He said if the situation to arise to trade value, Breida was on there, but Breida's looking like our best back right now, Ronbo.
I know.
I know Coleman kind of struggled, but Breida looks awesome. Nasty, Ronbo. Ronbo, I'm serious. He looks like he bulked up a little bit, but the way he's cutting and the way he's running, I'm telling you, with them fresh legs, you get that 1-2-3 combo going in. I'm telling you, this rushing game is gonna be probably the deadliest.
Yes.
And nothing's hurting, Ronbo.
Yes.
That kid's looking nice, and he's like a rep. Round 6. So, but shout out to my TNT family, Will, Trey, Dre, Russo, Big Show, Trez, all my home 50 connections, Nighthawk fan club. Shout out to those guys too. Shout out to you, Ronbo. Thank you for all that you do. Appreciate you, brother. And
Thanks,
you
man.
have a good night, Ronbo.
Hey, Lewis, you too, fam. Talk to you later. All right. And let's roll on over here to Deshaun. Deshaun. Texas boy. Guys, we got defuse Texas boy. Don't pay him no mind. He knows what. If you got Dak Prescott for your quarterback, you're pretty much under a lot of stress. Deshaun, where you at, man? All right. Niners Inc. Niners Inc. in a long time. Niners Inc. Come on in, fam.
Niners. What's up, Ronbo?
Hey, so nice to hear from you, fam. Shucks, man.
No, man.
Heard you in a long time.
Been a long time.
Yeah. And the bad thing is, we're going to lose you in about 2 weeks. Are you still coaching your son's football team?
No, not this season. He moved pretty far from me, so not this season.
Okay. Well,
yeah. Nah, but I've been listening, Ronbo. I've been listening. I've been, hitting you up, on the chat here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's good to see that you're still holding it down, man.
Oh,
and you have a bunch of new callers, and glad to see that you're still doing it, Ronbo.
Oh, because I knew if we wait long enough, we will all get a chance to celebrate. Niner Inc., the 49ers are going to make some noise this year. That team has got a few people that need to come back from injuries. No serious injuries, though, except for Trent Taylor. But they got depth, Niner Inc. Have you seen how they built this team, right? We can actually afford to lose a player here and there, and the train keeps right on moving, though. So you know what I'm saying? So Jimmy G was everything that's working.
Keep them out.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah, it says we can't keep them on, Ronbo. Last week I was so excited for these past few weeks to see the team out there. The only thing I wasn't so excited about was our quarterback situation. I know we got Mullins. I'm still, iffy about, to be honest. But I was just worried about Garoppolo until I found today. I was just excited to see, that he's getting back in the groove,
Everybody was. It was scary. It's been a scary time because in 11 months without football, he's coming back from an ACL tear. He looks rusty. Although he was looking good in camp this time. So I figured that game last week was more of an abomination than it was the real thing, right? So he comes back this week, and sure enough, okay. He just needed a split second more to get his, at least be able to go through a couple of looks down the field, So, yeah, I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I'm excited about it, too. The only thing that I'm still worried about is our center.
I know.
Hopefully we get Richburg back, at least, in the following game, just so he could get some reps in.
I know, right?
He builds that. He syncs with Jimmy. Other than that, I'm like really excited about the whole team and every position. Like you said, we have depth. We have great players all around, and it's just now, the decision of who are we going to cut.
37 dudes. 37.
Yeah, and most of them will be starting on another team.
Yeah, some of them. God. I mean, got a lot of defenders in there. So I don't know how they're going to do this.
Yeah, and as far as our running backs, I think we should keep, of course we're keeping Breida, Coleman, Wilson. Let's keep Wilson, while McKinnon is on IR. Wide receivers. Go ahead.
Wilson's tough. Because the thing is, the 49ers right now, it looks like it's going to be Breida, Coleman, Mostert is going to be if he's needed. And Jerick McKinnon, I'm not sure what's going to happen there. Jerick McKinnon's still not ready to play. And then, of course, they're not going to keep 5 running backs. But, my God. And you can't put Wilson Jr. on the practice squad. He'll get picked up.
Yeah. And I'm glad you mentioned Mostert. I did forget about him. I'd rather keep him over Wilson, to be honest.
Yeah, Mostert.
I mean, he is that special team player as well,
And Mostert, my God, he's arrived as a running back. He is good.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm excited, Ronbo. I'm excited. I'm just excited all around, man. I think we're going to do good, and, I'm going to call it now. I think it might just be Niners and Browns in the Super Bowl.
Oh, he said it. Yes. But, the Browns got to deal with Kansas City. And let's see, who is going to be in the NFC West that's really, NFC not West, but NFC, that's really a tough opponent?
I'm going to say it now. The Rams, that's it.
Eagles.
Closed, so we ain't got to worry about them.
No, the Rams don't scare me. The Eagles and Dallas thinks they come to play. Not Dallas, I don't see it. If Zeke doesn't come, I really don't see it.
I don't see it as long as they have Prescott.
And him too. Dak Prescott is not a plus.
Nah, not at all. So I ain't even worried about them, to be honest. I don't know. Who will be in the NFC that we'll be competing with, to be honest. But I just know that it's going to be us, Ronbo. That's it. I'm going to call it out now. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of critics on here and all that. But hey,
I know.
I'm excited.
They're always going to be around. Now, Rick, we're a fam. It's so great to hear from you. So, and I guess we're going to hear you from you more now. So, yeah, let me check you out tomorrow if you get some time, huh? Sunday.
All right, for sure, Ronbo. All right. Thank you, man. God bless you. And 9 and 9.
Thanks, fam. Appreciate it. Night, Rick. Night, Rick. We Paulie from Jersey the other day. And now we go to Sunnyvale, California. 408, hello.
Ronbo?
Yeah, who is this?
Hey, Ronbo, this is Carlos.
Carlos? Hey, Carlos.
Yeah. Let's get ready to Ronbo!
It's Carlos.
Hey, Ronbo.
Carlos.
I usually call him in my other number, but,
Carlos, your sound is like, if you're on speakerphone, get on that mouthpiece because he couldn't hear you. I could barely hear you.
What do you think about our team?
Carlos, I love our team, man. Carlos, nobody's saying anything, and I don't want to say anything either. But, Carlos, we haven't lost a game yet. Oh! But, these are preseason games, too, but still. We're on the road. We're at home.
Hey, look, Ronbo,
we don't care.
I will tell you this much. Ronbo.
Yo, I'm listening.
Dude, my family is Niner. We're all Niners, Niners out here.
Okay.
And they are doubting our team.
Of course.
They're Niner fans, and they're doubting our team.
A lot of people do. There's still a lot of 49er fans that don't believe. Carlos, a lot of people have not got over the shock of losing since 2014. Carlos, that's 6 years. Some people are getting into the habit of thinking that we will suck forever. We don't have to suck forever, You got a good team? You got a good team. Carlos, it's somebody else's turn to suck, That's the bottom line.
Tell us what we got in our defense.
We got a defense. I mean, I got two of the best edge rushers in the game. He may be out of college, but Nick Bosa is no joke. And then I got Ford on the other side, one of the best in the league. Takeaways and everything else. I got DeForest Buckner in the middle. Should have been one of the top 100 players in the team. I got a vintage, no more babies and rookies defense. I got the hot boys. We got to change that name, too. I got Dre. I mean, I got Quan Alexander. I got Drake Greenlaw. Yes. Don't get me started.
Hey, did we get any sacks in that game?
3.
We got 3 sacks. Who got them?
So, yeah, the defense is going to be better, too. We got one guy that's not even playing right now to play in the secondary, too. Jimmie Ward came back. He's looking good. I knew he would. He did. He looked good tonight.
I'm just really sad right now just because I'm telling my family here, but we're all 49ers here, but there are doubting our Niners.
They'll get over it. They'll get proof soon. I mean, Carlos, some people don't want to get their feelings hurt. The 49ers have been hurting feelings for the last 4 years. So,
Give me the phone. I'll let him know. Hold on, Ronbo. My cousin wants to talk to you. Hold on.
Yes.
It's Victor.
Victor, hey, Victor. Carlos tells me.
Rondo, man?
Yeah, Carlos tells me you're not convinced.
What is it called? Rondo?
Ronbo, dude.
Ronbo. What's up, Ronbo, man? This is my first
Victor.
Time. What's up, man? Hey, man, I've been a Niner fan since Jeff Garcia, man. It's been a while. Man, I'm not doubting the Niners at all, man. It's just, it's very early in the season, and we got to give it some time, man.
True.
So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go game by game, and then we'll see what happens from there, man. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. I really do. Victor, we've been getting beat so bad so long, it's kind of hard to believe we're not going to get beat again. So,
Oh, man,
Victor?
for sure, man.
So, like you say, game by game. Hey, Victor, by week 4, I think when we play the Cleveland Browns, if we win that game, you can take the 49ers serious.
Oh, no, for sure, man, for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. We'll go game by game, man. That's what I'm saying. It's way too early, but, like how you said, man, by game 4,
the breaks, whatever.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
But we do have a stack.
I definitely think we have potential. Of course we do, man. There's a lot of teams out there that got potential, but of course, man, we got to keep that. We got to be positive for our team for sure, man.
There you go. That's all you need, man. Yeah. Tell you what, hey, Victor, tell Carlos. Okay, we gotta go, man. You guys are cool as can be, and pretty soon. Hey, Carlos. Hey, Victor, in fact, let us talk. Every game the 49ers win, I want to see, we get a heat check to see just how good you're feeling about the team. Is your feeling going up? Is it faith getting warmer? How's it go? All right?
Yeah, I'm definitely, I'm feeling more positive about our team, Ronbo, Carlos.
All right, Carlos.
I mean, I didn't get to watch the game, but, watching the score, I watched the highlights, but
you know exactly what I mean. Carlos, it's late night. We're gonna go because we got a few more people going to talk to before we knock off.
Rombo, don't do that to me, Rombo.
We gotta go, fam.
Rombo, come on. Not just kidding, Rombo.
All right.
I know it's late. It's pretty dang late. I was surprised you still actually, you still had the PIN number on there.
I know. We're getting ready to cut it down because it's getting really too late. All right, Carlos. Appreciate your fam. Say good night to the fam for me, too.
Let me hold on. Let me say all this. And I just want to shout out to all the 49ers, all the Niner Empire out there. Shout out to the Niner Empire. Niners for life, forever, man, forever.
All right.
Woo! And shout out to you, Rombo.
Thanks, Carlos.
Shout out to you. You bring everyone here. You bring everyone to this place, just to talk about the Niners. And I appreciate what you should do, Rombo.
Appreciate that, Carlos. All right, fam. See you tomorrow. If you get a chance, all right? We'll be in earlier, too.
Thank you, Rombo.
Thank you.
Good night.
Night. Oh, yeah. All right, let us go to Sacramento. Sacramento.
Hey, Ronbo.
Yeah, who is this?
This is Josh.
Josh. What's up, Josh? Josh, let's see you on the chat.
What's up, fam?
Hey, Josh, man. Just celebrating this win. What were your feelings on this game, Josh?
I loved it. Yeah, I remember telling you last night, Ronbo, Jimmy, he'll be fine. He'll be good.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, he wasn't showing the miracle Jimmy Garoppolo that we saw last year, and the year before, but he's good. He's coming off the injury.
Yeah.
He shook off the rust.
Yeah,
So he's good.
That's right. And look for him to get better and better. As you say, shakes off the rust. I suspect by week 6, if he could just stay out of harm's way, you're going to see a Garoppolo that 2017, you're going to say, whoa, this is even better. Because he's going to know Shanahan's system a little better. He's going to know his guys even more. That everything's going to evolve. See, we just need to get him back rolling again. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, I pointed out, too, when he was spending time during his injury, he spent it with his dad, with Mike.
Mike's dad.
And, he's got
Kyle's
all that talent, spending all that film with him. Mike's a guru when it comes to quarterbacks. Look at what he did to Steve Young.
I know.
The Super Bowl with Steve Young. But I just want to say legendary, man. Legendary fan.
You took that right on the page of Quan Alexander. I love it. Pretty soon everybody's going to be singing that. I like that.
Yeah, and I know there's a lot of controversy about our wide receiver cores on who's going to be starting. And
yeah,
I know there's a lot of guys in the chat room that disagree with me, but I don't see Pettis making it. I just don't.
Really? But they just drafted him last year,
No.
Josh.
Yeah, but he's been in the system long enough, though. Everybody's so high on him, and
Yeah, but the things.
I just don't see. This is the third year for Shanahan and for Lynch. They want to win Super Bowls. They want to get into the playoffs, and Pettis.
But the thing
he's
is,
not. He's not playing hard.
You've invested a third round pick. You pretty much, you got to keep him. And that's what the problem with CJ is. Shannon does not want to limit third round pick. If he's like 6th round or 7th or something like
Rambo, it happens all the time, though, man.
that.
It happens all the time.
The guy's got to be really bad. I mean, Pettis.
Well, they kept him in there for a long time tonight, though.
True, but remember,
a long time.
But remember one thing. Last year, do you know Dante Pettis is the greatest rookie start in 49er history?
Yeah, but to me, as a 49ers fan, that doesn't mean anything to me if we're not getting into the playoffs.
Yeah. He's a good player. He needs to be a little more physical, a little more aggressive, but actually, he's still probably the most talented receiver they have, honestly. He's got a lot of skill.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that.
I'll tell you what.
I'll agree to disagree with you on that one.
Okay, but I got to tell you, I don't look forward to him being cut. God, that would be a shock. And other teams would just eat it up. The Cardinals would foam at the mouth. They were going after Pettis last year, and they just lost Hakeem Butler. I forgot what's wrong with him. But if Pettis falls, they're first in the line to get players. Pettis plays against us for the rest of his career.
I think Pettis is going to be a guy that's going to take about 5 years to finally click and be explosive and be super, super good. That's what I think with Pettis.
Well,
I mean, he's good, but I don't think he's that good.
I think he's preserving himself.
For my guys, I think it's going to be Goodwin, Debo, Matthews,
Hurd,
and I think we're going to have Hurd, but we're going to put him as a tight end and still play him as a wide receiver. And we're going to have KB, your boy.
That would be nice.
and Trent Taylor when he comes back from injury. That's what I think.
Could be. I still know. Because, as I say, I know they're going to keep their draft picks from the last 2 seasons. And then after that, there's 3 spots left. Man.
I think Kyle's just hungry. He needs, he wants to, he knows he can win. He knows he can get it there. But he's wanting to do it now.
But he's got plenty of players. I mean, even if Pettis did have a so-so year, he's still got Kittle. He's still got Goodwin. These guys are going to be reliable for the most part. Jalen Hurd and Deebo Samuel, they bring real contribution to this team. So it's not really necessary to get rid of Dante. That's why it's going to be interesting to see what happens. So Richie James looks awfully good.
It's a pick your poison. It really is. And Kyle's been saying it. It's a good situation to be in, but it's a bad one because you don't want to get rid of good players.
I know. And there's going to be some emotional attachments for Kyle, too. That's why he's never going to get rid of CJ. And Kendrick Bourne, I think, is on that same list of people he's not going to want to separate with. But we'll see. Hey, tell you what, Josh, glad to hear from you. Come on in tomorrow. We're a little earlier, okay?
Yeah, man, definitely. All right, fam. Have a good night. I know I'm getting in here late.
It's okay. The game
I know
just
you
ended.
got a couple of callers, so.
All right. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate you. See you tomorrow, okay?
Thanks, Ronbo. All right, fam.
There's Josh. I think it's the first time we did. It was Josh and Josh, I think. Okay. And Deshaun. Deshaun? Okay, let's get Deshaun tomorrow. And let's Sheik!
Ronbo! What's going on, man?
Sheik, late night fun. But it's like after winning, you don't get worn out. I've enjoyed that game so much, and then we finally get to win it. I thought the 49ers were going to lose it, and I said, that's okay. We can lose this one because in the second half. Because Jimmy won the first half, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, they pulled Patrick Mahomes a little early. So it's you can't really say the 49ers won the first half completely. But at least they competed. The defense did fairly well. Kwaski T, no thanks to you. But still. See, what's really funny? Last week, I was singing extreme praises for Kwaski. And this week, it hurt my feelings, man. He should have made that play. But that's okay. We still came out ahead in the first half.
Well, let me just say this. If you want to go to that, what the hell was going on? Is why are the San Francisco 49ers pin Solomon Thomas on coverage in that one play when they got that touchdown? Why? I see it repeatedly happening, Ronbo. I'm very irritated by this.
I think that was Solomon I think he was just hustling. I don't think that was Solomon's play. He was just going to where the ball was. I think Solomon looked up and he saw Kwaski was late. I think he was. I really wish I could find out more about that play. That was not his play to make. Had Solomon made that play, it would have been like, whoa, because he wasn't actually his play. See, who got there first? It was Kwaski who missed. And Solomon was trailing the play, and he tried to make the play. So it was not his fault. And he wasn't necessarily assigned to that play either. So,
well, the thing is, it's not just that play, Ronbo. I noticed that he's been covering a lot of running backs. And he's supposed to be in the inside. I thought that was the plan. Yeah, I know he's an edge. To put him on I don't like that. I don't. It's like, what are they doing?
I don't really know because
he's not a linebacker.
Well, the thing is, I don't understand how that's because linebacker's already in position to make the play. So is the box safety. Right. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Yeah, that's the thing that I'm like concerned. Going forward, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know why he'd be back to play like that. I don't. In fact, I got to tell you, Sheik, I know where you're going with this. You're going to think it's solid, but I don't think so. That play doesn't make sense.
It's like it's somebody missing their man, or it's like, are they missing assignments? Like, what is going? This is like several plays, not just the touchdown play. It just there's other plays. I'm like, why is he covering? You should be a linebacker on him. Like, where's Fred Warner? Where's the other guys? Where's the
Where's the
safety?
Sam?
Like,
right? I'm not
where's the
sure
Sam?
what's going on. Well, they do the film tomorrow, though. I got a
Yeah,
feeling
the
some
film
guys
is
are going to
key.
get chewed out. Something was wrong. Solomon T's not supposed to be in that position. I'm not sure how he even got into it. I got to look at that game again. Because if he took a drop step backwards, then it is possible he was assigned that way. But I don't get that. I don't know.
That's
why
why you got the film. Yeah. That's what the film is working, and obviously, we're gonna all watch it again and see. I've been trying to watch it, but I got a little tied with other things.
Girlfriend's over your house?
Ronbo, like, no, actually, I was at Bashar's house. He had he made a homemade pizza. I'm just gonna tell everybody, he makes the best pizza homemade I ever had. I'm like, wow.
That's hard to do. That is hard. And
Yes.
your oven needs to be right. You need to make every ingredient has to be done right for that crust to come out exactly right. So Bashar, shucks, kudos, man. Kudos.
Yeah, he has those Black & Decker, like he has like the outside, it like has a spinner. It's gas, by the way, and it's awesome. But anyway, back to point out.
Yeah, before we get into food,
We're getting hungry now. But I'm gonna say to all the doubters, 14-20, 188 yards, 9.4 average, 1 touchdown
with a couple of drops
on them, and a couple of drops. 116.3. That's pretty good. And I'm just going to do the people, or actually the faithful eyebrow on the doubters. Are you happy now? Okay, now turn the page.
Ow!
Come on, man.
Hey, let me give a shout out to Richard Archuleta on that. Archuleta comes over to the comments all and says, "We need another quarterback." Man, we don't. You need another quarterback. We don't need another quarterback. Richard!
We don't need a quarterback. Get it together. Go watch the Tennessee game or the Jacksonville when we beat the top 5 defense. Go watch those games and go come talk to and watch the Kansas City game. Come on, man. People need to get together. It's like they have no patience. His offensive line has been there. Richburg's not there. Person finally came back. And then you think everybody, Staley this, Staley that. It's like, come on, let's be serious. He's going against the premier top defensive end in the league. And you're not going to get them all. You're going to miss a couple times.
Yeah.
So
that's it.
Staley is fine.
Yeah.
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 So, it's preseason, guys.
And another thing, give Jimmy. It's not like Jimmy G came in the league on shaky ground. The dude came in battling. So that's why I've said he's a bust. We had no business overpaying him, dude. That's still the same guy. He hasn't played in 11 months. He's coming off a knee injury. Give him a minute, and got a minute and see, just like we said.
Right, and I want to also say to the doubters, like his friend that Victor, I believe, saying that all the people he was hanging out with, all the doubting of the team. Let me tell you this: I get it that you've been watching when the Jeff Garcia time, but go watch on the Joe Montana time to the Steve Young. You came at the bad time. Right after Jeff Garcia, we had trash quarterback. You've been going through headaches of a 49er team. But now the era of the Harbaugh year, and now the Kyle Shanahan, Jimmy Garoppolo is in this. Trust me when I say this. We got this. This is going to be a good era right now.
Right.
So Ronbo, and another thing, Coleman with Breda, that's awesome. And shout out to the J-Dub bunch. He didn't get hurt,
and he played good, by the way. Yeah, he looked good too, Sheik. Admit it. We got to go, though, Sheik.
I'm clapping. And
yes.
I also want to say shout out to the Hot Boys and welcome back Alexander, baby. He's legendary. And shout out to everybody that comes in and sets up and everybody coming in and make their 2 cents in here. Faithful! Hit that like for Ronbo sub, share. 40. We're 3-0 in the preseason. Hey, let's go win them all. That's in all season, baby. Let's go to the Super Bowl, baby.
Yes.
Go Niners.
Love it. Love you, Sheik. We'll see you tomorrow, fam.
Love you too. Love you too, brother. Shout out to Niall Pickle.
Yeah. All right. I forgot to address this earlier. J-Dog HBB, we love you in Boston, bro. Would you consider moving McGlinchey to left tackle? And J-Dog, we talked about that a lot tonight. Joe'll be fine. We probably, you know what? It's like we said, we saw the battle he lost, but Frank Clark, everybody told about all the battles he lost, too. So it's the way it is with the Pro Bowl edge rushers. So we're okay. We're okay. All right. Again, David Landrum, Jamar Walton, Sachs, Montgomery, Jerry Fresh. Thanks, guys, for the contributions tonight. And be sure to click over on that Jerry Fresh there for some more fresh perspective on the 49ers. Fam, I'm going to go ahead and see you tomorrow. Another Niner victory. I know preseason, but there's so much more fun than losing. Niners!